Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on at Bitcoin at 61,090. Banging on them to the upside. The trade we just put out is banging. The trade we put out last night is up. We are up, and you wouldn't believe the gains in the trading group. Up $10,000 of the day, ripping it, kicking it. We're making like 10K a day almost every single day for the past month. It's been insane. Sometimes 17K a day. It's insane. I'm showing the gains in my trading group. You guys are watching the net worth blow up like you wouldn't believe. Freaking buying whips, taking trips. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. God has provided such a beautiful life for us. 61,100 for Bitcoin. We're on our way to 63K, baby. I can't wait to be here in 9 minutes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woo! Come on now. Let that beat drop. It's about to drop. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. You know I'm putting my Bitcoin tie on right now. You know I'm putting my Bitcoin tie on right now. Same tie as yesterday. I don't give a dang. Let that beat drop. Here it comes. You think it's over? Nah. Let it bomb. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. The most energetic stream you've ever been on. I've taken you on the journey. Bang, 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 bang. How many gains have we made? How many calls have I made? How many times have I given you the word for Bitcoin, baby? Last night I gave the trade. 60K. Come on now. I never steered you wrong. I never steered you wrong. Woo! What a day it is to be alive. Bang, bang, bang. 60,900 for Bitcoin. Banging on them to the upside. Doing damage. I can't believe it. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And we are rocking. The trade is booming to the upside. We're actually looking like we're going to continue on a little smaller flag. We're going to look at this. I'm excited. You should be excited. I definitely have the Bitcoin tie on. I got the Bitcoin pocket square to match the Bitcoin tie. The yellow, man, fluorescent yellow. It took me a long time to find that actual shade. I'll tell you what. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I got to play Space Race again. It just gets me going. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here. Here's a trade I opened up. I did lose a trade earlier this morning. I got banged out on this little flag. They took me down, but I got right back inside, and I basically am right back to break even where I was. Last night, gave a beautiful trade to the upside. We banged on them. I've been basically winning almost every single trade. My win rate is insanity. Last night, before I went to bed, gave you the trade at 57,200. My target was even up to 63,000, but when I'm up 1,500, when I wake up in the morning, I sold that immediately and closed that long. She should say close long right there, but you can see I did close it all closed. It says right next to it. I gave this trade in the trading group before I went to bed. I gave a video update explaining why I believe Bitcoin, or why this chart said that Bitcoin was likely going to the upside. I was able to make the call. And again, it's not me, everyone. It's the technical analysis. The TA just said, look, when the moving averages get super tight, it told me we were going to the upside. It's that simple. It's that simple, everybody. Tight moving averages, high volume node. I saw a gap of the VRVP. Boom, we went through the gap. Look, we have another gap here. We went through that gap. You're likely to fall through the gap. I'm going to take you through this entire story. I'm going to show you why I was bullish for Bitcoin this weekend. Remember how bullish I was this weekend? Who here watched me this weekend and was like, man, this guy is extremely bullish. I was so bullish. Anyway, it's been an amazing day to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I can't believe it. You can't believe it. We can't believe it. But you know what? We were prepared. We were prepared. Everyone's like, oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Man, how much money do you think this trading group just made as a whole? Like, everybody in my trading group should be up. If you're not up, if you're emotionally trading, doing something, you're chasing, I don't know what you're doing. But if you're just trading technical analysis, literally drawing patterns and putting stop losses at key areas of support or resistance, you are absolutely banging on them to the upside. All right, and this is like messy today. Let me get rid of this right now because you're a beginner. You're like, what's going on? But this is because I'm on a smaller time frame right now. This was the original flag. It got hit off. But look, I'm in this trade right now here, and we are plowing to the upside. Look, 11,000 on the day, banging on them. Banging on them. I'm up 225 again, up 50% now on the trade that I just put out to the trading group inside this flag. Double bottom to the upside. That little flag pushing up. I see a massive short squeeze coming yet again. And there's just a lot of people that were short, I guess, for a long time. I don't know where we're getting these short liquidities. And this says 62,000 is coming for Bitcoin. I see 65K now coming. This is a little embarrassing just how sick I am with gainitis. Thanks for the infection, Sam. I'm so sorry. We've been spreading it like wildfire. We all got gainitis. You know what I mean? We're wearing three pieces just to go to bed at night. Like I'm sleeping in a three-piece at night. Like it's my pajamas. I'm wearing three-piece pajamas. Dude, that's it. Babe, the three-piece suit pajama. That's it. That's it, babe. It's gold, Jerry, gold. I'll be the first one with the three-piece suit pajama set. It'll be a three-piece suit pajama set, dude. You'll wear it in the winter when you're a little extra cool. Dude, it's going to be sick. I need to talk to a clothing line right away and get this running. Quick, Susie, call Jimmy. Get the meeting done. I want to have a meeting by 7 o'clock tonight about the clothes. Shout out to everybody here. Up $236 of the trade, continuing to bang on them. Only using $400 to make 50%. And I made such a big trade. I'm just adding to the gains here as Bitcoin's at 61,400, continuing to rip to the upside. We made the call yet again. And where do we trade? We trade on MEXC, the most beautiful place to be. You will see. You'll pay no fees. Exactly. Little rhyme there for you. Every single day here on the channel, we will entertain you. Hey, Lois, I'm gonna grow a beard. We can do impressions. My name's Liam Nielsen. No, we can do impressions. We can do all sorts of fun stuff. And look, I take a trade when a trade's due. Scalping on the 1 minute time frame. When the 1 minute gets a little high, I like to take my profits. So I would mark it out right now and just take my gains. And I just keep adding to the trade. Bang, bang, bang. No one ever went broke taking profits, baby. And look, it starts to drop right when I sell. What am I, a magician? Do I have like a time? Am I literally a time traveler? What is going on here? Let's break down Bitcoin on the bigger time frames. I could sit here and give you live trades all day long, and I won't mind doing it. You know, we project, we wait, we execute. We project, we wait, we execute. We project, we wait, we execute. I never take a trade I didn't project beforehand. You get it? I never get into a trade I didn't see happen before it happened. You see what I mean? Like, that's the key. This target does say we go all the way to 63,200. That's where we're going. It's very likely $1,000 is like a couple $100 now for Bitcoin. Not a big deal. If you want to get the knowledge, like if you got rocked and wrecked and shorted the market, if you've been watching someone that's been telling you we're going to 10K, if you've been just getting really fed the riot act from someone on YouTube that just hasn't put in 10 hours a day every single day for 1,000 days straight, man, you know, it's you gotta join a trading group that's gonna really do what it says it's gonna do, which is give you the knowledge to help you find financial freedom, man, every single day of your life. Hit this link in the pinned comment section. Stop playing around. I'm here every single day. I don't take days off. There's a reason why we're this accurate. The accuracy comes from consistency. Be consistent as I am at anything in life, and you will hit it. God is speaking through me. God just wants you to be disciplined. Stick to something, and he's going to reveal so much to you if you stick to one thing and just put your all in everything you have. You have more than you've ever realized, but you won't know how much you have until you give it to something all. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how much gas you even have in the tank till you have something so passionate that it goes so deep inside you. It pulls out a deepness in front of you, and you can go harder. You can go that extra 10 hours, that extra 5, every day, 7 days a week, 8 days a week, 10 days a week. It doesn't matter. You can't stop grinding. Join the trading group. It's infectious, all right? If you scroll up too, we want you to sign up to our newsletter. Put the email address in here. Hit consent. Stop playing games. Become a part of the most consistent trading group in the entire space. Nobody can say a word about it. We rock and roll every single day. We don't take days off, and we show you how to make gains consistently on the live stream, in the trading group, trading leverage for Bitcoin, finding the right altcoin at the right time. It doesn't matter. This trade right now, Cello booming to the upside, up a nice move. JASMY last night had a nice pump to the upside. See if JASMY held gains or what it did. Wow, JASMY actually looking pretty nice. Got a beautiful pump last night. Let's see here on the 1 hour time frame. Bang. I had this little alert here, and I got into JASMY. It's funny. I ended up selling JASMY like right around that area. Came down, and look, a beautiful retest for JASMY though. That's what's called a retest. And retests love to pump to the upside and then continue on to the measured move. I see JASMY heading back to 2870. That's my target for JASMY. If you want to hold control, look, you can double up any indicator. Like say I want another one of these lines. I hit control, I can pull it right off. If you have something else highlighted, it'll come off with it. Amazing. 61,070. I cooled off on my Bitcoin trade. You saw me take profit. We're going to see if there's something else to come for Bitcoin. But let's break down the bigger time frames. These are the days where we really we enjoy ourselves, everybody. You know what I mean? And you get to escalate, and you get to escalate. Hold on. I got an escalate for everybody. Hold on. I got one for everybody. Who wants one? I got one for you. Okay, you get one. You want a red one? We got a red escalate for you. This is a nice one. All right. We got a nice black one. Who wants a black one? We got black. You get, okay, you get a black one. All right. We got another red one. This one comes with a little guy, so you got a little dude there, little suited up, little dude ready to go. Okay. And the white ones are coming in the mail. The white one should have been here. They're back ordered, I guess. We'll see what happens. Pretty cool. The trunk opens, the back opens, the engine opens, the door opens. You know, you can even, it's all kind of nice and taped up here, nice and, But these are real Escalades, man. So you get an Escalade, all right? Who here wants an Escalade? Just let me know. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. All right, so let's break it down. Let's talk about BTC in a day where we're at $61,000. Like pinch me, I'm dreaming, right? Am I really in a three-piece suit with a matching pocket square and Bitcoin tie right now? like on a live stream with 1,000 people, like with 1,477 views. You'd be like, no, but yeah, look, 1,477, baby. It's always going to be there no matter what. It's that 77. Anyway, so I'm going to delete all our work. We're going to see what happened, but I nailed it. And I could relish in it. Look how great I am, but we really did it, man. We called 57,000 last night, and we wake up to some of the most biggest gains of our lives. Bing, bing, bing. My futures account is blasting. We are printing money, everyone. And yes, maybe it's the biggest rally ever and you're printing money, but it doesn't matter how you print money as long as you print money. There's people right now that don't know what's going on for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin at 60,009, that was a perfect sell. When you're up fast and furious, take the money and run, baby. Take the money and run. My bigger target does suggest we go higher to about 65,000. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break all this down for you right now as we enter the long-term Bitcoin chat of the weekly, all right? First thing I do whenever I look at anything, get rid of this. We don't need this. I just want to see price action in its entirety, all right? That's all I want to see, price action in its entirety. That's a bullish engulfing candle. Why was I bullish? Because I'm a simple trader. You guys see me trade simple flags and I draw the pole, right? This is all I do. And, you know, like I say 90% of the time, these flags hit their poles, man. You know, and then I'm a support and resistance guy, and like there wasn't a lot of support and resistance left for Bitcoin. Like it's a very, like this, like I would have done this to any asset in the world. I don't treat Bitcoin differently than I treat like the 1 minute on a brand new altcoin that just came out. You know what I mean? That's what people don't realize is the world is this algorithmically accordion that shrinks and expands, and the 1 hour is the weekly. I always tell my students when I first get them into a one-on-one or I'm teaching my class, I say, if you were a giant being that could live 1,000 years, then the daily would look like the 1 minute to you. You get it? But we only live 100 years, so the daily chart looks so big to us. But if you were to live a long period of time, the weekly would look like the 1 second chart. Like if you lived 10,000 years and you traded the weekly, you'd be like, oh, I can wait 20 weeks. The weekly wouldn't feel that long to you. So price has everything to do, time has everything to do with how much you've had of it, all right? And so the more I've been in the charts, the more I understand the weekly because I've played with it more. And this is like an ethereal mind concept outside of trading that people don't understand, but I will teach you how your mind changes through trading. I will teach you how the subconscious mind is folded and bended. And again, you will become a different person. If you go through the metamorphosis that I did, that trading has put me through, you will become a different person. You will not be the same. You could never be the same. It's impossible. For all these things that have happened have changed us all. Anyway, moving forward, you may or may not understand what I'm saying, but on a higher level, one day you will. So look, this was a flag. Flags break out to the upside. Simple as simple does. I'm a guy, you know, and I even looked at this. We went over the fact that the weekly was in a flag. I kept saying, hey, everyone was like, oh, what's going to happen? But I said, as long as we don't close a candle below this key level, right? 41,375 was it, remember? And we didn't. And then when we were close here, I was like, oh my gosh, we got back above it. I remember when I just want to take us through this, like how we got here. When the 5-day got above the 200 SMA, I decided to go super bullish. I said, man, that's a bullish sign. I said, every time we get above a 200 SMA on any time frame, we rip. Like, look, if you just remember, I teach you how to buy the 200 SMA on the 1 minute, the 7 minute, the 15, the 1 hour. I point it out almost every single week. You can run through all my charts, all my updates. I talk about the 200 SMA constantly. All you had to do here was buy when Bitcoin closed the 5-day candle above the 200 SMA. That's what I'm doing right now when I put 100 grand in Solana. I said, you know, I've seen this 100 times. I'm just going to do exactly what I've seen before. Look at this. This is about to pump. That looks like it's about to take off. That's actually, you know, I'd be buying the breakout right now, but there is a move there. Hold on. Sorry. That's like the next beautiful trade here. And I'm about to miss out. Yeah, you know, gabba goobin. But that stochastic wants to rip again to the upside. Stop loss would be at 60,602. We want to aim to get to 63,171. And again, I just risked 100 or 150. Let's see. I'm up really nice of the day. I don't want to give it back, but those Stokes look beautiful to me. Let's see what the other time frames are looking like. A little overbought on the 5. I don't want to chase, so let me relax here and look at Bitcoin. Sorry. I'm going to go back to what we were doing in a second. Alf banging on him. We'll get back to this long-term chart. I just want to... Am I missing out on something here? Yeah, I project it, and then I see if the projection plays out to execute. All about low stochastics to me. I never get in up here. That's where I take profits. That's why I just took profit. If you know what I'm doing, you know I'm just like, I don't want to look at that anymore. Get that out of here. Sorry. Hitting the wrong one every time. Let me bring this one over to my charts. There we go. So whenever I'm about to make a trade, I delete everything. And I kind of, you know, I have this OCD where I like to set this up on both sections. And I'm going to come out and say it, man. We have not called Bitcoin unaccurately for like months on end now at this point, like. And Bitcoin is just respecting my system. Like, whenever my system says it's going up, like tight moving averages, we play it. Tight moving average, it's just crazy. There was a dolphin dip, but we did not get stopped out last night. Able to execute the trade. Yeah, so there's the trade yet again. Entry is now. You just got to be cool and collected. Cool, calm. And you could still lose any trade, right? No guarantees. So 60,655. I still don't mind 199 for 600, right? I want to just enter or exit this trade, and then I want to get back to what I'm doing. It's hard. I want to do my weekly analysis for each, or my big analysis for each and every one of you. Go over all the things for Bitcoin, but I also want to make a live trade and not miss out, right? And that's just like I'm doing two things at once. Being a technical analyst and a live trader, actually two roles. I'm switching back and forth between two at the same time. And I don't want to make my trade lead me biased to what I'm saying, and I don't let it. All right. Liquidation is 59,265. I'm going to take it. We'll see what happens. I could easily get stopped out and lose. It's all right. I'm still up like $1,700 in the day. We'll go from there. Then I'll be up $5. If I lose $200, I'll be up $1,500 in the day. Not a bad day, you know. Likelihood we're getting some momentum to the upside here for Bitcoin. But only time will tell. All right. I'm going to put this up on another screen so I can see it as I go. I got BOOKMAP over here too as well. All right. Almost see kind of a head and shoulder pattern now too, though, when I look at it. And some bearish divergence with a lower high. This could be the end of a little mini rally. If we lose the 200 SMA, it all depends here. We got to hold, the 21. We got to hold the 21. All right. Back into my top-down analysis for Bitcoin. All right. Got too many lines. Hold on. I'm starting fresh again. It's too much going on for me. Bitcoin bounces off of 36,000 here. Oh. Bang. 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 And you got to bear with me. I was up all night trading too as well. So not all night, but till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Didn't set the alarm. My kid was late to school. Yep, I messed up. A Bitcoin trader, man. So look, resistance. We kept talking about it right here. I said, once you break above this resistance, there's just no, I said, I don't see any until you hit these two candles right here in this area, right? And we kind of even poked through that. And now you can see, like, the next resistance is 65,000. And that's actually your all-time high on the weekly. Like, everyone talks about, where the price action went, which was the high at 68.9 or 69K. But really, it's all about closing candles above where the weekly candles closed. And, the highest the candle closed, really, we can take a look here, is where this candle would have closed here, which is 65,519, right? And then, this one opened at that exact area. So 65,519, 65.5. And Bitcoin is just so creepily close to that area, it's pretty crazy. So, only time will tell. We'll see what happens here. But Bitcoin, even the weekly right now, peaking above what would be our only real resistance, which is right here at about 59,893, 59,900. We'll see, where did this candle actually close? At 60K. So 60K even. And right now we're at 61,144. Looking pretty good, like this trade may continue to the upside here. I'm just going to stay in it and see what happens on that leverage trade, right? And again, almost always making a live trade in front of you guys, almost on a daily basis now, every single day here. Honestly, just for your entertainment and for mine, and to show you that I grow these accounts over and over again. Turn that 5,000 into over 7,500 bucks. It was actually 4,300 at one point. So anyway, let's get the music back up and running. Not sure what happened there. There we are. I see it. Yeah. So here we go. If Bitcoin, I guess you could say this could be a bull fake out, and it could go back below this and then come right down and retest 51,800. So, 51,800 isn't out of my radar right now. It's possible because, but at the same time, I don't see why Bitcoin doesn't continue all the way to break the all-time high, like in the next few days. Like, I just don't see why it doesn't break the all-time high. Could even go into price discovery, and we could see some type of $75,000 Bitcoin. Pretty crazy timing for what's going on right now for BTC. And they're going to print money up the wazoo as well. So, we are getting further away from the 21-day moving average. I always caution my students and everybody that that's when, things start to get a little bit overwhelming. But look, you can kind of ride with this for a while now too. We just have to get a little bit of, we'd have to get like this. Yeah, 15, 20 days of just some quick dumpage. We just needed some nice pullback for 20, 30 days, and that would really propel us further to the upside. Trade is already up $9 already on 1%. All right, we'll see what happens on the 600. It's at 61,200 right now for Bitcoin, and that now it really looks pretty nice. See how the Stokes are pointing out, and we got more sideways price action. This flag is setting up to possibly be a nice move to the upside here. So I'm giving you the long-term update while I'm switching in and giving you the 1 minute chart real quick. Or what minute chart is that right there? Yeah, that's the 1 minute chart. So I'm going from the 5-day to the 1 minute on you. You won't see that on many other channels. Giving you a 1 minute leverage scalp while I'm talking about the weekly. Unbelievable. So Bitcoin. So it's all about this area now. Do we hold above this, whatever we have as resistance really? And if you bring it down on the 5-day, it's a little lower. It's about 57,000. All right. Let's look at our 3-day chart. And there's just not much to go on. The 3-day has a little bit of stuff here, 55, 56. But again, your next big area that you would contend with is 52,000, right? Do you come back to 52K after such a monster move? This could have been a major player who didn't get into Bitcoin at the right time and decided he had to make a move here. Also, ETFs just continuing to buy Bitcoin, and the outflows and the inflows are just unmatched, right? Eventually, there wasn't going to be an outflow to match the inflow. And that was only a matter of time for Bitcoin. 21-day moving average is far from the price action too. Usually we get sideways or a pullback at one point on these 3-day charts. Now we'll get into the indicators too. The daily still having room to move. And this is when I switched super bullish. It was about Sunday or Saturday, right? I was in Miami. I did my morning update, and someone was like, "You're so lucid," and I could just see the charts, and I was like, man, that's a bull flag. I said, that measured move takes you to $66,000, $67,000, and then the Stokes were curving, and I said, and the Stokes have reset without going, really much lower, and we use this little place as support or resistance. The daily really held these two candles here. See these two candles? It said, I'm going to use that. That's going to be support, those wicks. And I was bullish, and I put 100 grand in Solana, right? Because you have to understand, when I went into Solana, it was because I could see Bitcoin making a monster move, and then I figured the money would trickle into altcoins, and next thing you know, Solana would be 220, and I would have had my hands in my face, being like, that would have been 100 grand in my hand, and I didn't pull the trigger. And I said, the worst case scenario, the market pulls back 25%, Solana goes to 60, maybe 75. I said, I'll buy another 50 grand to pat myself on the back there. And I have the money on the sidelines to do it. I kept some cash. I didn't go all in. And boom. So my reasoning behind Solana, I think, was well thought out. But at the same time, only time will tell. We'll see what happens. I'm not a magician, and all I can do is trade probabilities, But so the daily was in a bull flag near the 21-day moving average, and the Stokes were low. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. And the RSI still, had momentum. So I said, I go for all those things. You even had falling volume with falling price, which I teach my students. Volume is falling, price is falling. That tells me that the sellers are falling while price is falling. You're losing the seller momentum. And so there was I was long, I can't, it is what it is. I also teach this thing called a half a cup a handle, or I call the ascending cup a handle. And I believe I drew this. We could go back to the tape. But team, go back to that day. It was Saturday or Sunday morning. And if you can get that update, and I'm pretty sure I call this an ascending cup, a half a cup a handle, and I talk about it. And they play out. They play out a lot, and they actually then break out the wick to the wick, I found. And no one taught me this. This is my own way of doing it. I've added my own nuance to, and that's 69,000. That's basically an all-time high for Bitcoin. So Sammy cup and handle strikes again. There's an ascending cup and handle. There's descending cup and handles, right? There's drunken sideways cup and handles, drunken upward cup and handles. I've seen the cup and handle do all sorts of different things, all sorts of different ways. All right. And look, the 12-hour getting overbought too as well, away from the 21-day moving average. But this says that we've got, I wouldn't be surprised we get to this 68.5 level for Bitcoin. All right. Or 69,000, 69. I would not be surprised if we go to 69K. We could do it today. All right. 4-hour extremely overbought too as well. Out the flag, away from the 21, getting very, 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 very pinned. The 1 hour made a monster move and getting pinned as well. At this point, you would expect a pullback. All time frames need to come back to the 21-day. Whenever things get like this, I just keep switching to the smaller time frames. Right now, there's a bearish divergence. Right now, there's a nice bearish div here. I like how it made that nice and big. On the 5, and you got yourself a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. They can go parabolic, but this one, usually the parabolic ones are a little more sideways lateral. This could still happen, but to me, the 15-minute is double topping with bearish div, and that's likely to break to the downside, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, just traditionally, that 68% of the time is going to break down, all right? So right now, I believe I'm going to close my trade on this flag. Let me see. We'll go to the one more smaller time frame. 7-minute could still give us a move here. 5-minute, 1 minute. So look, the 1 minute, see how it's getting kind of a rounded top here? Right? So we were trading this flag. It looked good to me, but I have to, it's losing the 21. This will dump down to the 200 SMA. There's some really strong bearish div here too, right there on the 1 minute. So I'm going to heed the bearish divergence. I'm going to close my trade at a $54 loss, all right? Which maybe I don't need to. Maybe it'll pump huge, but I'm just covering. I made a lot of good money this morning. I'm like, why put myself through more risk if I don't need to, all right? I'm also heavily invested. I do have like 6,500 in US Tether that I would like to deploy. I swung trade JASMY last night for a beautiful gain of $1,000. And, yeah, I like, I don't mean to reroute, but I like to show my trades because I just want to I don't want to, the one thing I can't stand is someone who doesn't back up what they do, But you can see right here, I went into JASMY last night for 55. I got out at 65. I was in for I got in at 22.46. I was out at 1:17 in the morning. You can see I was trading until 1 in the morning. And I made so between 1 and now, I made $2,500 swing trading JASMY and flipping Bitcoin. I mean, it's $2,500 in 4 hours. I didn't even start my day. I hadn't even put my suit on yet. I'm trying to explain to people how much money you can make in trading if you really push yourself to the limit, if you want it more than everybody else, and if you really, 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 really go for it, it's amazing, all right? And, one of my weaknesses in trading is I sell a little early and I cover, but I don't like big losses, right? If this dumps hard and I'm wrong, I don't need to be losing $200. If it pumps up hard, then I can find it. Okay, it got back above 61,285. All right, we can get a move. So anyway, so we got you through. We took you from the weekly all the way to the bigger time frames. These are really far away from the 21-day SMA, just like here. And this is even a stronger pump, though. This is very strong. The one thing I will say is this is what's called a 3 white shoulders pattern. 3 white soldiers. 1, 2, 3. It does usually come as a reversal pattern after a dip, right? Like, I'm trying to find if there's one here when Bitcoin took a tank. Right there. There's beautiful reversal pattern. 1, 2, 3, 3 white soldiers. And that tells you you're on your way to a reversal. Here's 3 white soldiers in a way too. 1, 2, 3, but the other 2 are pretty big. But whenever I see like there's 1, 2, 3 white candles in a row, especially on the daily of similar size and shape, 3 white soldiers, very bullish sign that, and so I know we're getting really overbought on bigger time frames. But it also does suggest that we could get, a bump. Now, I see a pullback. And look, there's the dump, right? I just said, right? Why did Sammy swing out? And Sammy, why didn't you just jump on into a short? To be honest, I had a lot of money in that trade last night to make the money I had. And I went to bed late watching my trades. You know what I mean? I may want to just kind of go to lunch after this and hang out with my wife and like really, 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 I'm going to cheer. Yet I don't want to be in a trade maybe for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be in a trade all the time. And that's a bit of an Adam and Eve double top right there. That looks to me like it's going to come down to that 200 SMA, right? And so that's a likely move here. I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure. If we get a bounce, then we could get some parabolic movement. So if this bounces and we start doing something like this, I might be forced to get in on a retest or something. It might pull me back in. But for now, I do see a pullback for Bitcoin back to about 60,230 at the present moment in time. All right. Been in a trade is hella stressful. My mind doesn't go off of it. Trading is exhausting. It really is. I do it every day, guys. I have hundreds and thousands of dollars in. I've been doing it for years. Like, I've never not had almost all of my net worth in Bitcoin or trades. Or like, I've put myself through. You guys have no idea. Like, if you think about it, like, I've been putting myself through insane mental risk for so many years. Like, when everyone looks at me and they see what I got, what I've been through, like, I have fought so hard to get here, everyone. I'm telling you right now, like, I shouldn't be here. Like, I was thinking that line, like, do you know what I did to get here? You think I did? That Eminem line. It's like, do you know what I did to get here? I don't think you do. So why don't you sit back and listen to, it's, and I guess a lot of you do get it because you're going through it. But man, it's so addicting though. I'm super impressed on your mental forte on cutting trades off early. There's no way out. Don't have gray hairs. LOL. Amen. I have some gray hairs. You can't see them because I'm a blondie and I get away with them getting hidden. You know what I mean? So here's the deal. Does Bitcoin get this bounce back up? Let's look at it like, is it attempting to bounce here out of a funny little flag? And does it say, hey, I'm going to continue to punch? The bigger time frames say that no matter what, we're going up. That's what they say. They say we're pumping, but like the technicals are a little sketch right now. We need to wait. What would be cool is if we can pull the 200 SMA into price action. This kind of comes up. If we get bunched into the 200, then we're going up. You get it? Then it's just, just like here. So you pump, then the likelihood dumping down to the 200 is existing. But then as you continue stressing sideways, now they did a liquidity grab, but it's okay. And then this thing was gone, right? My little Elmo drawings all over the place. So Bitcoin does get a bit of a bounce here at 61,080. So I didn't even need to cut my trade off, right? I would have been like back to break even almost. Let's look at where we were. But it's okay. See, that's kind of my, somewhat of my trading style. It is not good to meddle with the trade, though. I will tell you that. But you also never know what's going to happen. And I have to remind myself I'm on a little less sleep than normal. You know what I mean? You have to always ask yourself, too, like, where am I at? You might not be able to make a split-second decision like you normally could because you're on 5 hours of sleep, not on a nice 8 or 9. You got to take into account how you're feeling, what you're doing when it comes to trading. Well, look, we took this $5,000, account to $7,500. Now I can transfer the $2,500 and buy some cool altcoin. What altcoin should I buy? I should have you guys tell me what altcoin to buy. What altcoin should I buy? And again, not financial advice, but let's see. You guys tell me, what altcoin should I buy with my gains? The $2,500 in gains. All right. You guys tell me, what altcoin should I buy with $2,500? Shido, he says. ORN, RLC, XRP, GTAI, Myro, JASMY, Bonk, Caspa, Pulse Chain, Mina, Cody, Yatoshi. Oh, God, no. I'll never want to see that name again. Myro, Bonk, FTP, Ondo, looking amazing. Interesting. Alex, Render, Games for a Living, Alex, Floki, ICP, Monero, Phantom, Akash Network. Wow, you guys are like, I got almost half the things you guys are telling me. I don't own any MOVR long term, right? Honestly, this flag looks like it's gonna pump. And so what is the trade again? There's 60,544, 543, going to 62,936. It look that to me, you know, and scared money don't make money. I could risk one more $100 on 400. The bigger time frames say we're going for it. And they already kind of made a little dip grab. Revenge trading. Pond, Wi-Fi, mobile, Myria. I just bought more Zeta to the upside. I gotta know, yeah. So I'm gonna transfer this $2,500, and because I keep $5 grand in this account, and I don't even use the whole $5 grand. Look, I got three. I really only use like $1,000. I don't even use that much out of the account. I really don't. Can you chart Moonwell? Coinbase connections, $13 million market cap. I love Moonwell, right? We used to trade Moonwell back in the day because it moons well. Who wants the red Escalade? Who wants the red one? I want to know. Is it you, Jimmy? Or is it Susie? Susie, do you want Paul, do you want the red one? Who wants the red one? Who wants the red one? Shout out to everybody here on the live. I do see somewhat of a bump here, at least back to the top of the channel at 61,529, even if we do get rejected. Starting to get a little bit of a bump here for Bitcoin. All right. You still got to buy SEI 2 more times, like you said. That's true, too. I don't have any more SEI. Maybe I just have to buy SEI. FOMO into PNG. Dip for a while. You're funny. Curvo Sam, kudos Sam, kudos. Shout out to J-Mart. Shout out to the 1,660 people here on the live. 460 likes. $56 in chat revenue. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. We could be kind of making a shoulder head. You know, we got a pretty strong resistance at 61,181 here on the 1 minute time frame. These are getting bunched up. We need this 200 to come in, and we're going to dump right down to the 200. And that will be the end. I'll be like, all right. We're defying the odds right now as this rising wedge is supposed to break to the downside. But Sammy is going against the odds like he always does. Let's take a look back at BOOKMAP and see what BOOKMAP is saying. Shout out to the channel sponsors here on the channel. BOOKMAP, you gotta love it. It's behind me. It is showing you a heat map order book, disguising where, or showing us where the disguised order books would be. Right now, there's a guy up here that wants to buy $68,790 Bitcoin. That's a sell order right there. They're starting to believe there's going to be a blow off top here. This is insane. This has to have a pretty nasty pullback, right? It's like you don't pump this hard, right? Really do get into trading. I forget to like. No worries, man. I get so into it, I forget to like. It's happened to me many, many times. I don't stress it. That's why I just remind you guys. Because I remember one day I was watching a YouTuber I absolutely love, and he's like, hit the like. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't hit it. And it kind of like bugged me out. I've had this going on all night. I forgot I never shut my computer off. It's been going on since yesterday's live stream. This computer's been a beast mode. So maybe knock on wood, right? Monthly resistance, please, at 61,333. I mean, you're I'm performing the absorption indicator. So look, shoulder, head kind of right shoulder. We're kind of struggling here. See, price action's pretty flat right now for Bitcoin. People don't know what to do. Again, like massive movements in the morning. Usually we get it's almost like the movement we wanted came already. We're not, do we get our 11 o'clocks? Unlike, we're getting so much action in the early morning, right? So now they got us in this split decision with 60,005 below us and 62,000. The odds are we're going to the downside, right? And I don't know why I'm playing that. I like to live dangerously and play against the short squeeze. So that's what I'm doing, but the odds aren't in my favor, right? And you have to understand, I'm just trying to add an extra $100 to $200 to the trades I already made. I'm not trying to be a hero here today, okay? And look, now we got to the overbought region and we didn't get pumped out. Struggling. I'll bring the risk to a very cheesy risk. Let's see here. What is my risk now? It's got to be like $50, right? And I'll call it a day. And that's it for me. I'll either get hit off or we'll win the trade. I'm not going to stress it much anymore. I really want to look at my, what else is going on. So anyway, so here's the deal for Bitcoin. We're kind of, and eventually I see this likely maybe even turning into a symmetrical triangle, right? Which is then is going to have a 50-50 move, the base of the triangle. So if we get rid of this one flag for now. You see, and it could be making a little, but look, see, this is like a shoulder. It could be making a little right shoulder here. Still a chance we at least even come up to the top of the channel. All right. But to me, I see kind of this symmetrical triangle forming. And you got the liquidity on either side, right? Either we fall down to 60,005 and we hit this level, which was the liquidity we seen here on BOOKMAP. Even 60,008 right there, 60,790. Or we pump up to 61.5. Right? It's a 5, we go up or down from, and there's 61.8. And it's funny, whenever I get a symmetrical triangle, I get they give me balanced liquidity. It's like you'll find this stuff uncannily coincidental all the time. So again, this is kind of what if you want to know what's likely going to happen to Bitcoin, you're watching this tight channel. And the second we lose it, you're likely to drop down to this 200 SMA in the 1 hour, hit this, and that's the beginning of this rising wedge falling to the downside. But if you break above this and you hit that, there's a chance you continue to move. And that, so this is going to give us confirmation of what's really going to happen for the day, right? How this channel breaks out is going to teach you. So I just took you through the weekly all the way back down to the 1 minute time frame. All right. My long from 51 to 6 is on fire. That's crazy. Liver, can you show GT Protocol and WorldCoin? Yes, we will. So you guys see what I'm doing with Bitcoin. You see the trade I'm in. You hear exactly what I'm saying. I'm not hiding anything. It is what it is. We're at break even on the trade. We'll see what happens. All right. The target is 62,933. I'm not saying we're definitely going to get there. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. When I put out a trade, it's saying, hey, this is the probability my system is presenting. There's a little bit of a chance we get it. There's a little bit of a chance we don't. I'm going to take it, right? Let's celebrate the first super chat on a live stream from Laurent Gorgasau. And he or she is saying, I believe it's a man, but I don't know. It could be a woman. Laurent Gorgasau. And he's saying, JASMY is flying. Celebrate the first super chat on a live. Thank you so much for being here, man. JASMY is flying. He says that's pretty interesting news. All right. Telos, GRT, and Fat Lifer, can you please show Phantom? It's going to get the pump soon like the other coins. JASMY is hot, 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 baby. Is it too late to buy? If you're asking if it's too late to buy, it usually is. If you didn't get in, if you're not the mark, then, if you don't know who the mark is, you're the mark, right? It's like, if it's too late to buy, it usually is too late to buy. Yeah. But again, that's why I draw flags and I attack the flag. It's all about the flag. If the flag makes sense, then you can go at it. If it doesn't, it is, So. And this is it looks to me like we could be rolling over here for Bitcoin. But we'll know. We'll see it. And no, I don't have to rush into a short immediately. I'd like to instead of worrying about a short and getting my mind all caught up in a short, I'd like to start researching kind of what coin I may want to grab in or get into or what's happening. Now, what if Bitcoin takes a huge tank now and then takes down the... That's what's crazy. Bitcoin could not dump, but you want to see Bitcoin dominance now. We want to see if Bitcoin dominance can help out the altcoins. See, we're more interested in the altcoins now. We want to see Bitcoin cool off. I mean, 60,000, 61,000, beautiful number, right? But we want to see it cool off. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. So we talked about could it come here and then get a bounce? It never even made it that low, and it just went ferociously back to the upside, right? Bitcoin dominance has not really been following any type of really condensed market structure. It's been pretty much of a mess. Is that you, baby? What you have, baby? Oh, thank you. Oh, you okay? You fell. Thank you, sweetie. I love you. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss on my cheek? Oh. I hide her face because she's my sweetie. Oh, she's so sweet. I love you. I love you. Say I love you. Love you. So cute, man. That's what it's all about, man. Making money from your house, trading with your kids at home. You know, no babysitter. Your wife's there taking care of your kids. You don't have to hire a babysitter. You're both not working. When you're both working, you come home tired. There's no relationship. Someone else is watching the kid. That is the American life. That's not. I looked at that life. I said, I'm not going to live that life. Even when I worked the night shift, I told my wife, I want you home with my child. I never put money ahead of my family. Never. I always put the family first, and things worked out. God protected me through that. And I always believe there's a reason why like trading worked out for me, because God saw that I wanted to put my family first, and that was my true why. I work every single day, everyone, so my wife and kids never have to ask why they can't have something, why they can't go somewhere, why they can't do something. I want them to have the greatest life ever. I want them to be able to have all the opportunities. So I work 7 days a week. I don't take days off for myself, for them, and for each and every one of you. Like, that's what I'm committed to, the work ethic of the business and of the life of trading, right? You're either all in or you're not for me, and I want to be all in. So Bitcoin dominance, bit of a shoulder, head and a right shoulder, says it's going up. And that's kind of crazy because it's saying, hey, there's more, like, and what Bitcoin dominance is telling me is to, you know, that Bitcoin's going to go to 70,000, like it's just going to take no prisoners. And it's got more to come. Again, that's illogical to me. Bitcoin has to pull back at one point, but this is saying it doesn't. This is saying Bitcoin could move. So yeah, and there we got hit off again. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pumps. It's double bottoming off of the 60,800 level. Seems to be holding pretty nicely. Now you got a beautiful double bottom, right? There's some buy pressure here for BTC. The big time frames really do. Look, previous support is resistance here. You know, unless you break 60,800, I got to remain bullish. Okay? Just right, because that's a double bottom. And the measured move of that double bottom is to the upside. Look at that. And then once you break that high, I don't see why you can't continue to 62,900, and we could just get another massive short squeeze right now. Everyone just keeps shorting. They don't know what to do. So like, I'll just short, I'll short. I mean, we got more liquidity up at 61,005, and we got this 62, the big red, the dark red guy, the crimson red, the scary red. He's at 62,000. So he's been getting his the whole time. Every time I said don't trade Big Red's been killing him. And so Big Red's there again. Right? Craziness. Now I go hard. 600 for the 18. Just take them. I'm just messing with y'all. And I am meddling too. Breaking my rules. Like, don't meddle. Meaning like set a trade and leave a trade. I gotta remain long as Bitcoin didn't break this key level right here of support or resistance. We bounced off 60,800. Actually was a key moment. Now we broke the trend line. You see that? That's a breakout. Double bottom there. Now you got to break above this resistance. See it? Previous resistance becomes support. Watching AZERO because this thing is hot. It's pumping hard. Up a 30x from when we first really found it, which I found insane. But look, that's a bit of a cup and handle there, right? And once Bitcoin cools off, even somewhat, I mean, the hot coins are going to rip again. And I see this thing in a cup and handle. And I know I'm like, I switched the topic pretty fast, but that's, a skill in and of itself. But AZERO, all right. I like what I'm seeing here for AZERO. Shout out to my team, Sean, Jamie, and everybody here. This is a beautiful day to be alive. Like, this is the day we celebrate being here together, rocking it out. Bitcoin at 61,200. It is pumping back up again. Would have been in the gains if I just hesitate. And had I not clipped my trade, right, I should just let it sit. But it happens. Even I make mistakes. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't mind what I do because I make sure the losses aren't big. This could have easily dumped to the downside and changed. I didn't know what was going to, nothing but the fact see, everyone does something and then you beat yourself up, but you didn't know what was going to happen. So if you didn't know what was going to happen, how could you beat yourself up for what you did? The price easily could have went the other way. There's no guarantees here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, you got to stick to. All right. At the end of the day, I make sure the losses aren't big. It's a good idea. So look, we got the retest for JASMY, and it did bounce beautifully back up to 199. I sold it around there, and the 1 hour suggests that we could continue to the upside. I never chased though. I'd be looking now at the 10-minute, the 7-minute for some type of flag here. And if the 7-minute can produce a bullish flag of some type, I'd be willing to jump on into JASMY for some more. But I'm going to watch JASMY closely on this 7-minute time frame. How about the Pepe trades we were doing on the BOOKMAP stream yesterday? That was kind of crazy, right? So I'd watch for JASMY. What we want to see is Bitcoin just kind of start hovering sideways now between like 60,000, 50, 500, and 61,000, and just kind of keep doing that hover. And eventually what that's going to do is it's going to produce a lot of, people are going to get more accustomed to where Bitcoin's at, and then money's going to start flowing into the altcoins, all right? And that's just, something that's likely going to happen, right? Shout out to the 1,710 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 637 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on in. All right. Bitcoin sold. Bitcoin 70K. We love you, Lifer. All my friends watching you. I got them all here to learn the way to get financially free. We support the Lifer. Patrick, we love you, man. Hey, dude, do you want to travel the world? Do you want to live the way you want to live? Do you want to wear 3 pieces? Do you want to just do you? Trade for a living. We adopted 5 kids, and I decided to be a stay-at-home dad and homeschool while wife works. It's been motivating and inspiring watching your channel. Hope I can do well enough for my wife to stay home too. Looking forward to the class on Saturday. Living like chess. Hey, if you want it and you desire it and you meet me, it's likely going to happen. You're going to put it in, man. All the way, man. TA on render, please, and thank you for everything. Good soil for the seed. Shout out to Michael Pa for the $500 super chat in the house, baby. Let's go! That's 3 days straight, baby. Pawing it out. Michael pawing it out. Blasting. He comes through when Bitcoin hits all-time highs. The market is ripping. We're at 61,300 right now. Bitcoin is doing damage. Let's go back to that chart right now. Starting to do some ripping. It is overbought now on that 1-minute chart. And let's take a look at this other one here that I had in the symmetrical triangle. Where are you over here? Bitty Bitcoin. Oh. I had it so nicely placed. And the TA tells you where price action's going, right? If I didn't wussy out on that trade, I'd be in there still. It's okay, though. I'm not being greedy. But look, resistance, we broke above resistance, which is kind of key, too, as well. It's interesting. Shout out to all the beautiful super chats. $50 super chat, $5 super chat, £5. Thoughts on COQ Inu at this point? Memes still be flying. I asked about it right around a week ago. I mean, memes are hot, I guess, if you want to trade a meme. Yeah, why not? I mean, almost every meme pumped the last 2 days. It's kind of crazy. There's like 50 memes now out there, and every single one of them pumped. You know? So, I mean, we technically broke this resistance for sure. Look at that. And it's kind of a flag, too. Look at that. It is a flag. It has a measured move all the way to 61,800. So I kind of was correct. If, you could have stayed in the trade. See, I don't know. I don't always trade my setups perfectly, even me. Right? Even I am a human. And you just know, man, people just want Bitcoin now. People are like, why didn't I buy more? Like, even me, I'm sitting there like, I guess the Bitcoins I have, that's going to be it for now until I make huge moves in these altcoins. Because now it's altcoin money. Like, I don't see myself putting that money into Bitcoin at this point. It's just crazy, right? Like, I didn't buy 100 grand of Bitcoin. I bought 100 grand of Solana. That would likely get me more Bitcoin if that's what I desire. All right, that's the game. And that trade would be in the money. The entry at 61,100. But we hit a resistance right at so now you can see we like double topped here at 61,427. Did we hit it actually? I don't even think we hit it. Let me see. No, but we got pretty close to so we basically hit a resistance though, 61,380. And they're trying to sell us off down here. I closed it at 61,300. That was a nice sell. You grow, I grow. Congratulations, man. Took those gains like a greedy rabbit. Good for you, man. Who just made some gains on that little scalpy trade. Pretty crazy. Love you, brother. You changed my life. I'm never going back. Shout out to the $100 Canadian. Wow, you people are making it rain with a $700 in super chat. 1,720 people are on the live. 682 people. Today is a day we celebrate, man. All the bear market days I was here. Every single day we were here. The $15,000 Bitcoin, $19,000 Bitcoin, $17,000, $21,000. Man, it's been an insane time to be alive, everybody. And may God bless each and every one of us. Look at the dump here. See, I didn't chase. I did not chase. And look, the 1 minute wants to come down now. Technically, I guess it was like this. There was the fake out breakout. But rising wedges do want to break down 68% of the time. This is a rising wedge. We'll see, though. We could hold this level. They could make some chop. This is your next key level here. Look, resistance and a bounce. So you want to see, can you stay above 60,665 for Bitcoin? And you still got this whale up at 62K that says, I'm going to get it when I want it. And the cool thing is now to get people to short, all they have to do is make a little bit of red, because everyone thinks that's the big one. Oh, that's the big one. They pile the shorts on, and then we go right back and get them again. I've seen this game so many times. I wouldn't be surprised if this little red move is just enough to get enough shorts up here to go annihilate them again. And just brrr. And look, a lot of people were short a double top, right? So they know now that they might have them on this double top with a lot of short and liquidity up here. Blah! They might go and eat these dudes alive. The Master Friend double short eatery, right? The double top buffet. Master Friend, the double top buffet for Master Friend. All right. Heard about you through Ben back in October 2022. Going on my second year in the 99. I was down 25K and now I made it all back and up 16K today. I love you, man. Can you chart poker? I'm in heavy. Let's celebrate the third super chat on a live stream. Wow, and you guys are making it rain right now. Like, you guys are giving back to me in a major way. Super chats piling up. Today is a day of celebration. It really is. I'm taking my wife to lunch after this. I got a one-on-one with someone. That's going to be a really nice one-on-one with that person. I'm going to be, just excited and in a good mood. Man, God bless you all. I want to wear a three-piece suit and go sit at my computer in my dining room. Amen, man. Why not, right? Why not? I was 25K, now I'm up 62,000. Unbelievable. PYTH, please, mate. Solana pumping alts, baby. Amen. Wow, it's a day to be alive, man. It's a day to be alive. And look, it is getting the bounce. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just inducing shorts here, like I told you. But only time will tell. Bitcoin's starting to act a little funky, sideways behavior. There really is no resistance on the bigger time frame. If it does go parabolic, where's it going? It's going the length of this pole here, out of the rising wedge to the upside. And that means we're going to like $64,000 today. Like that's going to happen today. And remember, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Is this today's a Wednesday? Like, pinch me, I'm dreaming. Wednesday, the last day of February. Oh, we got a monthly candle close tonight. So we have an extra live stream tonight. The monthly candle close, everybody. It's going to be an amazing monthly candle close tonight. So I'm live again tonight for Bitcoin in the monthly candle close. We usually just sit on the monthly. It takes me about 40 minutes to an hour. But we will be live again. I go live for the weekly candle and the monthly. It is a leap year, baby. Oh, it's a leap year. So no. There's 29 days in November this year. You got me. First time I've seen that in a long time, right? So tomorrow, Thursday night, is the monthly candle close, which is crazy because then we also have the weekly live stream. So maybe we'll pack them in together a little bit. We'll do the Bitcoin analysis on the monthly candle, and then we'll go into the weekly live, right? That makes sense. And we'll get more intimate with the altcoins and the tokenmetric stuff together. But I'll go over the Bitcoin stuff live, and now that's how we'll be able to do the public and the private live stream kind of together. So there you go. We figured it out. Tomorrow night, monthly candle close for Bitcoin. I'm excited. You should be excited. So right now, look, we're hovering on the trend line. It's crazy how we make these trend lines and they get respected, right? Almost like a shoulder, a head, and kind of a funky right shoulder. Very strange, though. I wouldn't really, like, that structure is weird. And, I see a pullback. Just found out I got over, but that could get me down. Nah, man, who cares, man? Imagine the candle in November, though. 120K. So, look, very likely we're about to drop here. Boom. To this 200. That's the most likely scenario because this pattern breaks down. And look, resistance. You can almost say like shoulder, kind of head, right shoulder in a way, even though it's messy. But anything is possible on a day like today. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I am not in a long or a short right now. I have ceased my trades for a second. I'm watching price action. It's a little too volatile, and, we made massive gains, all right? Love you, Sammy. Gratitude in life has 10x since watching you. Can you chart AERO and Jesus? Much love. Go Bitcoin. Anytime, man. All right, let's take a look at the fan funding and talk about it. So here, we're kind of at Bitcoin gets a bounce here. There is a chance we go massively parabolic to the upside. Could be a long here with a stop right there. That could end up being a massive move. But there is a chance we dump too. And honestly, it's like Stokes have reset, though, when we held the line, which tells me we're getting more of a probability that we'll break now back to the top of the pattern now. And that's 61,383 again. And then if we break this high, bang. If we flag out above here, more likely of a long happening, right? And we kind of get out of this channeled space. So that's what I see right now for Bitcoin, like on the immediate side of the update. Like if you had to know exactly what was going to happen, we're going to find out very, very soon. We got a local resistance here that's, being respected. Resistance. I make it Alt-J because I don't want it going too far. There we go. Unless you break back above 61,890, expect more downside. So you've got to break this yellow line. If you don't, you're dumping down to this yellow line here. Very likely. 60,590. All right. I don't have Bitcoin at 1.01. My dream. Yeah. Limit order set at 60,750. Waiting for the 15-minute Stokes to reset. Another 100 subs. 54,800 subscribers and climbing. On our way to 55,000 subscribers, baby. And there it's starting to break. Could it be a bear trap? And they bring it right back inside. Just be careful. They're going to play games today. They're going to manipulate price action. After a huge pump at night, you'll get like a false move Monday the next day. That's just kind of what happens. We saw it yesterday. We'll see it today. It's not going to act like a normal Wednesday. We'll still get liquidity. And look, there you go. They drawed it down. They drew it up. Could have been a big order. Someone just placed a big order there and they got it filled. So that bounce is interesting. We were looking for this bounce. We didn't want to see, that bounce is very interesting. Kind of starts showing you that there's signs of life here for this bigger parabolic move for Bitcoin. Do I go at it again? I never I never count myself out. I just look at price action here. I mean, now it's got a beautiful symmetrical triangle, ascending. Look at that. I've been trading these funky ascendings for days now, and they've just been playing out left and right. Just nothing, just taking it one step at a time here. Beautiful double bottom that did show support too. That's 62,851 now. I'm not saying I'm taking the trade yet. I just map out the trade at first. Man, it looks nice. But we haven't been getting the follow through. Scared money don't make money though, Sammy. You know what I mean? So you're either in or you's out, boy. What you gonna do, boy? This trade gonna make a man out of you. Let's go full port. Let's risk 1,600 that I made last night for the $6,000. We either break even today or we make $6,000. Let's do it. I'm messing around, but I should, right? Get her done, boy. Get her done. Live for the everyday hitter, man. Wow, there it goes though. 300. That was the winner chicken dinner there. We did get the bounce too. Heavy resistance though too. We got to break that resistance. 61,424 is like the resistance here on the futures. Now we're ranging. We've been ranging from 6,800, 60,008 to 61.5. Really, that's our full port, Sammy. I know, right? Had I done gun full port, we probably would have made a 500 already. It kind of is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, even though it's messy. It's a weird one. I'm assessing the situation. We've got movement. I don't need to make the trade. I'm up pretty good today. It's I just make the trade almost for the adrenaline rush, because I definitely chase the rush. You know what I mean? Would have gotten in early too. A little higher stochastics. Let me look at my bigger time frames and assess the situation. Do I have gas? 15-minute actually could be flipping. Look at the 7. 7 could also be doing some damage. They're in kind of flags right now. Look at this. 7 minutes says it's going to break out of this flag here. And it could just bend on out. BOOKMAP has more liquidity close to the upside there at 61.5 too, suggesting that we can get there and then we can skip up to 61.8. So BOOKMAP also has a pathway to gains. All right. Good thing I didn't chase 300 though. See that? It's sketchy. It's now it would be a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio if I locked it in though. That you can't beat that. 100 for. It says it's 6-to-1. What did I change that? 6,860. 62866. 132 for 5. That's a beautiful risk-reward ratio. Basically a little more than a 1-to-5. I'm looking at the other video of me playing with the car now. It's ridiculous. So ridiculous. Oh my gosh. But you gotta love it, right? A guy in a 3-piece playing with a mini Cadillac Escalade. It's only on YouTube do you see such ridiculousness. The intensity of the trade. Does Sammy make the trade or not? You know, it depends. Been in since 58. Won't liquidate till 54K. JASMY cup and handle on the daily. Can you check out Flow quick? It broke a bullish pennant and pumping. Sol will hit an all-time high too. I mean, when Sol hits an all-time high, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Bitcoin and memes did pump together. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I know. JASMY broke the 2 cents. Amazing. Pepe, let's go. I mean, everything wants to let go. All right, now we get a big order here at 61, challenging us here on BOOKMAP. Right there, see? 61,000 even. We could get pulled down here. So, it's good that I'm assessing. 7 minute is coming back down, though. You want to see, can the 7 minute reset? Let's go back to our 1 minute picture here. Remove the moving averages for a second. Let me get some clarity. It's intense. It's very intense. Double top, see it? But a bounce. Could we get the bounce now? Look, it looks like we're going to bounce. And see, I'm able to find, look, now the pattern could end up being this smaller pattern here. That's going to break out. I like that. That looks beautiful. That tells me to take the trade. Based on my years of doing that, I'm going to take it again. We'll see what happens. I lose this one, I'm done, though. You guys got to tell me I can't take it again. Grateful to be here with you all. Can you please give us your TI on Power Ledger? If you have time, thank you. Shout out to Catherine Brunetti. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. We want to see, look, the DXY now wants to make a big move here on the daily. Yeah. But we want to see, let's see the 4 hour take a nasty dump down now. See, the 4 hour wants to bring us down and as that resistance. We'd like to see that happen first on the DXY. We got this beautiful shoulder, head, right shoulder on the DXY that if it continues, will really make our day. Shoulder and head and shoulder here too. So pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Let's see TA on Power Ledger. It's funny how I guess there's people that are behind the stream because they're right in the chat. They're like, no, it's a leap year. And I'm like, but we already addressed that. You know what I mean? But I guess that's just how the stream works, right? So I can tell people can chat. I can see their chat even when they're behind, right? That's why you want live chat, not top chat, because top chat will show a chat of someone that's not live. I get it now. I got really good low caps I've been looking at that I'll be posting in the group. 20 to 100x opportunities. Join the 99, baby. Thank you. You know nothing but the fact, you found GTAI at like 13 cents, and that thing's at $4, man. You found a 40xer, bro. You banged on the baggers, right? Look, we're up $34 in the trade that fast. That's the fastest $34 you'll ever make in your life. Straight up. Let's go. If this starts to rip, and we head all the way to 62,800, which is likely on a short squeeze, because people are in denial, and Bitcoin likes to rip faces off when people are in denial. We have a lot of super chats coming our way today. We have Cadena and Cardano. We're going to start small with the KDA and the ADAs, and then the XNAs and the SPAs. If it doesn't start end with an A, we can't do it today. I'm just joking, but the first four all do. And you get an Escalade, and you get an Escalade, and you get an Escalade, and you get an Escalade. Sorry. All right. 60. We're at we're at 319 now, moving and grooving. But we've done this before. We've seen this story before. We haven't been able to break the resistance. If we start to lose the resistance, I may have to dip off again. We'll see what happens. Is Cashmore? Yeah, that's Justin Cashmore. I met his dad. That's his dad's real last name. So crazy, right? And I said my last name's Price. His name's Cashmore. I said, man, we got to hang out all the time, man. Price and Cashmore, like, just the funniest two guys. We just go together like bread and butter, baby. We go together like peanut butter and jelly, man. So funny, man. But I was thinking that when we were hanging out, I was like, yo, Justin Cashmore and Sam Price, like, you know nothing but the fact you know your own ignorance. Amen. I love that. Bitcoin at 61,349, holding the $42 level here on the trade, up 7.7%, 8% on the 48.53. Bring on the short squeeze. We got liquidity up at 61,005 now. Can we get there? It looks like we very well may hit 61.5, and then 61.8 is just a stone's throw away on BOOKMAP. Shout out to our beautiful channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency tax-free inside of those small moves. 61,400 right now. Like if you made these moves I'm making, 70, 88 bucks of the trade. We're getting the squeeze to the upside. Sammy finally had the guts to make the call. Can we continue off? We're getting through the resistance. Can we continue to push for Bitcoin? 61,500 up $92 in the trade. Monster candle coming. Can we get it, baby? Is this the one? Are we going all the way to the upside? Is Tom Brady running in for the touchdown? It's over. Curry back all the way from downtown. Curry from downtown, all the way from downtown. Stephen Curry from downtown. Let's go all the way, baby. 61,600 for Bitcoin. A massive squeeze on the candle. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And my buddy says, hey, sell half right here. I'm going to try to do what he tells me to do, but I never do it. He's like, sell half right here and then move the stop loss to break even. But usually they smoke me on those, you know what I mean? Look at that. Like I like to mark it out right then at that height of that moment of that. But now we're gonna battle. You don't want to. We break back inside the pattern. The trade's a miss. Man, what an adrenaline rush we have. This show is just amazing. I love watching this show, man. Went in and went out fast. I mean, this thing looks like it's gonna continue to push. It's crazy. The movement here. You gotta stay cool, calm, and collected though. Now I'm on the 1 second. Now I'm on the 1 second chart, all right? You got me. We don't want to lose this 200 SMA on the one. That doesn't look great. I don't like what that's doing. I flash closed out on the 1 second, but it could be a nice falling wedge. You don't want to break that 200 SMA on the 1 second. You'd be surprised. Even that could create a nice dumpage. There you go. See, when I saw that creeping there, got to get back above it now. I am on the 1 second chart, but look, even you got above the 200 SMA, you open up the trade on the 1 second, you ride it. We get back above the 200 SMA, this trade could play out. You're looking for now an inverted head and shoulder on the 1 second chart. See, 1, 2, 3. Please show me the way with the inverted, right? And you can look for patterns to play out here now on the 1 second. I didn't know I'd be on the 1 second today, but hey, Bitcoin does amazing things. AVAX finally moving. Sheesh. My JASMY pumped. Yay. Scalping lifer. Because Bitcoin has too much buy pressure. It's going to break through. Bears have lost too much money. Yeah, but like, don't we need some bears to short the market too, though? So we need a little bit of pullback to get them to short at one point. Getting back above the 200 SMA here, a good sign. Jump back in. And once you're on the 1 second, the 1 minute is like a walk in the park. You know? It looks like it came down almost for it retested and bounced, right? I'm going to stop live trading for now and do the super chats and get to work like I'm supposed to. But I'm having so much fun, everybody. I'm having so much fun. We're almost at 2,000 people here on the stream. 1,853 people here on the stream. Everybody, my name's Maki Wahlberg, and it doesn't matter. I played a cop, I played a fireman. Sam, I can show you how to trade. You just got to do it the right way, Sam, okay? We can do this. I was Dirk Diggler, and I can get it done. Sam, my name's Mark Wahlberg, and I approve this message. I played it. Babe, it doesn't matter. I can do it. I played a cop, I played a fireman. Babe, I can do this, babe. I can get it done. I'm gonna pick you up after work, so don't worry. We'll take care of it. I got this, babe. I'm Maki. Shout out to everybody here. We're going to break it down. Sam, a word on Zeta chain. Zeta chain. Zeta Zuda za. Catherine Zeta Janes. Catherine Zeta Chain, right? Get it? Catherine Zeta Chain. I'm sorry. Catherine Zeta Chain. Catherine Zeta Jones. Catherine Zeta Chain. All I see is Zeta Chain. Look, JASMY on that 7-minute. Beautiful pump to the upside. Out that flag. I just want to see it flag again. I started this little flag here. Once JASMY completes another flag, I believe it likely has more momentum to the upside yet again. So I'm waiting on JASMY to make a flag here for continuation. All right. $70,000 Bitcoin. It's possible. But look, now we're back at 370. Beautiful sell if you sold with me there at that key level. Amazing scalp we just pulled off again on the trade for Bitcoin. All right, I'm going to get through all your super chats now. I got you. And we're going to talk about the fan funding. It's your time now. It's your time. Shout out to Gabriel M. Leone. TA on render, please. Thank you. Tori, we love you. Look at Seller banging on him, bro. Good morning, Sam. Can you check VV? Love you, Sam. My gratitude in life is 10x. Can you take it, AERO and Jesus? Grateful to be here with you. Can we please look at TA on POWR Ledger? So we got Rave Song Records. He's so sick with gainitis. I know, man. I'm so sorry. Stay in bed for 3 more days and continue to collect gains. Maybe it'll go away. Sammy the man in the house. Miss out yesterday due to the family commitments, but today I'm back. Let's go. Thank you, Sammy, for all you have done to the team. God bless. Can we look at Cadena and Cardano if you have time? For sure. The Dusty Hat giving 5 crypto memberships. Zoonster started to go back to church because of your positive energy. Thank you. If possible, can we go over XNA or CAST? Your choice. Care for everyone. The dump could be huge soon. You never know. You got this, bro. God bless America. TA on SPA Spa. Right to Caspa. From Daddy T, Gabriel M, and Tucker, and RC Moore. Shout out to the 5th super chat on a live stream. Nick Ellegard. Hope you had a wonderful birthday, man. Joined the group 2 nights ago, up over 700. Sam is the man. Crypto caddies for life. And you get a caddy. And you get a caddy. Moonwell from Bluff City Breaks. I love that name. Bluff City Breaks. That's cool, man. Rudy, 15 minutes stochastic reset. I believe that. Sam, could you do TN MOVR? Many thanks and congrats on your Bitcoin call. Long time fan. Thank you for saying that, man. That's crazy. We did make a great call. Thoughts on COQ Inu at this moment? Meme seem to be flying. I asked about it right a week ago. Good morning, Sam. What do you think about the 50-minute stochastics? Love you, brother. Blessed day. We'll take a look at that, Rudy. TA on render again. Good morning, Sam. Can you check VV? That knock life. Sammy, my gratitude in life is 10x. I love you, brother. Catherine Brunetti asking about Power Ledger. Wow, we got McIntyre. We got STX. I love you. True Eyes, we love you too, man. Hot Cross, a giant cup and handle at its bottom. Bitcoin back at 570 and 600. It doesn't want to stop. This thing is raging out of control. I should have stayed in the trade. It's going to go. Oh my God, it's gone. It's gone. Look at that thing. They're squeezing them. And I never chase, man. You know, I made a good enough gains that when you chase, that's when you'll chase this candle. It'll go down. You'll lose money. You got to find, you know, I go to the 1 second, I guess, and look for, you know, look, we broke above the 200 SMA. That was a go-to play right there. That's the juice mode right there. Wow, 61,800 for Bitcoin. It is ripping to the upside. And the trade really was this 1 minute scalp trade here. Came back for the retest, bounced off the retest. Unbelievable. And look, we hit 61.8 just like BOOKMAP said we would. They had the liquidity right there. So like BOOKMAP never lied. BOOKMAP no lie. BOOKMAP said we'd get to 61.8. We got the liquidity. I tell you what, when you see the liquidity there, you will be surprised. BOOKMAP will gobble it up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That target for this trade is 62,850. That's where it says it's going for Bitcoin. Not guaranteeing anything, but that's just where the trade says it's going. I mean, this is just true insanity. I'm absolutely amazed. Oh my gosh. Like, this is just nuts. Let's get to 1,000 likes, everybody. We have 200 more to get to 1,000 likes. It's a really, really good milestone to be hitting on a regular basis. It tells the algorithm we're servicing the people correctly. It does everything that YouTube wants. If you hit that like, I'd greatly appreciate it. Get to those 1,000 likes. If you made gains, if you're learning from me, right? If you're understanding how the market works with the way I'm teaching you, if it's making sense, if things are kind of following, jump on in, man. Hit that like button. Don't be scared. Now that's the 1 second. It wants to eat. Looks like it's going to 62,131 pretty fast. Pretty crazy what's going on now. 61,850. This trade is just blasting to the upside. Unbelievable. After that retest right there, retest gone. 1 minute just exploding. Unbelievable. 62,000 is liquidity now for Bitcoin. And I want to get to these super chats, but Bitcoin is just riveting right now. It's just like at what time? Okay. Amazing time to be alive. Anyway. Watch that flag. And look, now the rising wedge is breaking out, which means parabolic. Like, you got above the resistance here. It's just telling me that 63,000 is coming now because you got above the key resistance. Very likely you're going to continue up to $63,000 now for Bitcoin. This is insanity. Like, what a day it is to be alive. I'm telling you, like, AZERO in a beautiful cup and handle. I see this thing blasting to the upside. This is a hot coin with a hot following, and people wish they got in. These dips are interesting. AZERO. Cup and handle. There's so many coins out here that I put out in the last few days that are just out of control. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Okay? And understand what you're doing before you do it. Get the education you deserve. Join the trading group. Don't just jump in willy-nilly. Understand what you're doing. Like, this really does look like it's going to do numbers here. Look at the 30 second. Look at the 5 second. 5 seconds kind of my go-to on that little time frame. The 1 second can be like, but the 5 second can be a little chiller. When price action, look, that's a beautiful little flag on the 5. So now look, so this is what we want now. Beautiful breakout. Clean breakout. So this could be a bull trap on, basically as far as this goes. So we don't need this anymore. That did play out. That pennant did break out. Pretty crazy. So now we want to make sure that Bitcoin never goes back below 61.5. As long as we make a flag and we stay above 61.5, whatever we do here, slap on the moving. So there we go. We want to retest the 21-day without going back inside the big rising wedge. Then we can go the length of this pole and get it done. That really take us back to 62.540. So now look, resistance, boom. Now you got this flag that you're working on. You see? Does this make sense to everybody? Anyone confused by this insanity, or am I making sense to you? I just want to see how many people are following along, or how many people might just be like, whoa, like, right? Alts are getting primed and ready to make a huge move. C-War went live yesterday. Yeah. Wow, we got massive fan funding today. All right. Wow. Chat is out of control. Got some 10 other Bitcoin stocks coming, huge margin calls. Oh, baby. Michael going to be spinning. Shout out to Hunches, Ivo 10 Broke, Sammy Sensei, Rave Song Records. Following you, sir. How is this pump even possible? I don't hate it, but suspicious. How, man? It's Bitcoin before a halving, man. We expected this. How is this suspicious? This is what happens to Bitcoin before a halving. Like every time. So look, I delete everything again and I look at where we're at again and just... That's another flag that wants to bang on you, right? And I just keep hitting the flags. That's what I do. It's a very simple strategy. You see that it works over time. I like the 3-to-1s. 6-1, 441. Not saying I'm taking the trade either. I gotta have it set up if I am gonna take it. This is how I may possibly take it. Risk 130 for 380. If I trade this 10 times and I lose it 7 times, I lose 7 times 123, right? Which is about 840, all right? If I win 3 times, I win 3 times 380, which is about 1140, right? So I win $400 more, and I only win this trade 3 out of 10 times. I only got to win this thing 3 out of 10 times to be profitable. You get it? You don't got to risk a lot. Remember, I just won the last one, so we go at this one again. All right, let me get into the super chats. I could sit here and live trade with you guys all day long, though. Like, it's just so much fun. All right, let's do Kadena. And I usually chart on MEXC if applicable. If not, we'll go. We look at something else if they don't have the spot. It's funny, I don't see Kadena's spot on MEXC, but they do have. We'll look at it on KuCoin. I have links to KuCoin and to MEXC. Best places to trade with the most awesomest coins. It used to be Binance. Binance was the place, but it just Binance still gets hot coins, but you can't. It's just a pain. Anyway, Kadena, cup and handle. Hit this. We talked about getting at 96. It ripped up to 34, right? And now, look, it's got one more resistance at really right where it's at. I see Kadena heading to 225. It's kind of lagged beyond the rest of the market. The daily's a little high, though. Wait for it to possibly go sideways again. Your 3-day chart is ready to rock, though. You're above 200 SMAs. It's going to take its time. I would wait patiently. The 4-hour is about to rip right now as we speak, and probably pin that daily. So I see Kadena about to rip. Once it breaks this resistance, it's headed up to about 158. And my target is 225 for Kadena. All right? So that's what I see. Kadena, just only a matter of time. It's been making slow higher lows in a row, above 200 SMA on the 4-hour. It's very, very likely to go to 225. All right? You do you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you it's very, very likely that we go to 225. All right? Let's take a look at Cardano. Remember when Jim Cramer said Bitcoin had topped out and it was over? Remember when he said that? What a guy, huh? What a dude. Let's look at our baby Cardano. And I've been holding Cardano since 2 centios. 2 cents, man. And what a nice pump for Cardano. Once it breaks this high, it's going to 95. You can see these giant kind of ascending cup and handles, but this is like, look, this has an Adam and Eve. What I love about this is you'll get the Adam and Eve double bottom. You'll break out. Then you come and retest the neckline of the Adam and Eve inside of this cup, and then you break on out. These are very bullish signs. I've seen this many, many times. Yes, the 22 hours a little overbought. Your 3 days getting there a little bit too. But in the overall bigger movement of Cardano, I like what I'm seeing, right? And let's talk about key levels that we need to stay back above. So right now, look, Cardano got nicely above 56. You want to see that hold. And as long as 56 holds, we go sideways for a while. You want to see us break back above 67. And my target for 95 is unwavered. As long as we stay above the 200 SMA and it's looking nice. We may get a little pullback. The moving averages aren't amazing right now. But I see Bitcoin even slightly going somewhat sideways after these pumps. And what happens is the money flows into the big alts immediately. So first the money's going to flow into Cardano, into then it's going to flow into AGIX in coins of $300, $500 million market cap, $1 billion market cap. But you're going to see AVAX, Solana. I wouldn't be surprised in the next 2-3 weeks we see massive pumps for AVAX, Solana. Solana gets to that $200 level, 220. And just right now on a pump right here on the 4-hour, I could see a move here. And even right now. And, Cardano likes to pump with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin pumps, you see Cardano usually moving. The top 10 coins love to pump with Bitcoin. All right? And look, we're short squeezing yet again here on Bitcoin, liquidating the accounts. We got 62,500 as our big label here. We got this level here at 63. So I like what we're seeing here. Let's take a look at XNA. XNA, baby. Nura AI. An old, we were trading this. We 9x'd it. I sold. I got back in. So we had a beautiful pump for XNA. Back up to 4 cents. Really nice move. And we hit a big resistance here, right? A sell-off of some type. And then we made another kind of flag here. That's, you can see that. To me, that's just a bigger flag. It's almost like a bigger cup and handle in a way. Now, I'm in this coin. When I'm in a coin really long term, like I do TA, but I really don't, it's going to sound crazy, but I don't much care about the TA that much. Like, I got in this coin super early. It 9x'd. I sold off, took massive gains. Then we put in what, our profits back in. And here we are, right? And so it's just, I'm willing to hold this thing for a year or two and see where it goes. Token Metrics has it picked to possibly do, some numbers, 100x possibly from where we're at. It's not even a penny yet. It's 0.3 of a penny. So, and this thing almost hit a penny. We rallied it to about almost 9.75, right? So beautiful move, and it's been kind of rallying up. I see this as a bigger move to the upside. I see 71% gains coming out of this thing. Look at your daily time frame. Your daily's beat, showing oversold nature. So is your 22. All right, and so yeah, low cap gem, not a lot of volume, but we've been in and out of this thing for a while. I hold it long term. And I got 1 million XNA. Let's see where it goes, baby. Let's see what happens. Right? 10 cents will make 100 grand for me, right? That makes sense. Yeah, because it went to $1, I'd have 1 million. So if it goes to a tenth of that, I'd have 100 grand. So if it goes to 10 cents, I get 100 racks, and I only put 4,000 in there. So I need it to 20x almost. We'll see what happens. Superchat Spa, Casper, Well, Moon River, Jasmy, Coke, Inu. Let's take a look at Spa now. Spa had a nice pump. Did it hold those gains? So it just kept going sideways. To me, that is just accumulation, right? Just, and again, it could fall. These are lower cap gems. You never know what could happen to them. Had a nice pump to the upside. It just keeps getting tighter and tighter, I don't like how the 22 hours pointing down now. We could start to lose that key level. The daily also curving a little bit. Let's take a look at our 4 hour. 4 hours getting oversold. And you're kind of, once you lose this trend line, you would expect it to fall down to 9. So no guarantees this is going to make it. To be honest, since we put it out, like right around here, technically pumped up pretty nicely on like a 25% move almost, and then came back down. Is getting tighter. I caution when you lose even the 15 200 SMA, like for this long amount of time. You did jump back above it. Could be a better trade out there. You want to see it bounce back up inside and get tight. Always use a stop. There's a chance this does drop to the downside, right? So 4 hour is oversold though, showing signs of we getting tight moving averages. I believe almost every coin you hold for a month is going to pay off. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, and that's what I believe. And what I believe does not matter. All right. SHIB getting some gains. Oh, wow. A nice pump for Shiba Inu. Look at that. And does it come, that's my resistance point. It breaks above that. I'd be looking for a flag on the 1 hour and the 4 hour for a possible continuation for SHIB. All right. Have you done TN, Synesis Coin, AI on Sol, or Nosana? Nosana is so hot. I started putting out Nosana like 6, 7, 8 months ago. I can't believe what happened to it. Look at this thing. It's up 900% from when I first started really charting it. I didn't even think we were started talking about it down here. Nosana, man. This thing is just out of control. One of the best performing coins that I've been looking at in a long time. I feel like it has to pull back to the daily, though, to the 21-day moving average. Like, I would be taking profits on Nosana, but that's me. You do whatever makes you happy. Let's take a look at our baby Caspa. Caspa, where's my kings, my Caspa kings and queens, baby? Let's take a look at what's happening to Caspa right now, because we know it likes to follow BTC. And I have these channels. Does it go sideways or down? And so far, it's negating the fact that it's going to take a downward trending accumulation. It looks like it's going to take a sideways trending accumulation. And honestly, let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. I mean, this thing is following Bitcoin pretty consistently. Bitcoin's acting like crazy false move Monday today. It's all over the place, right? It's heavily volatile. You have people loving to buy. You have people fiending to short. You have people in bewilderment. And you have people like us that took massive gains today, and we're just kind of scalping the market for whatever we can get at the end. You know, we're just like, we're not that stressed about it. And then people waking up today, like, trying to make or break their entire life. Like, today's the day I'm going to do it. And you're like, I don't know, it may or may not be. It all depends. Look, Caspa's up a little overbought here. You'd want to see Caspa break above this unless it double tops. All-time high for Casper is 19. It's dang close to it. I'm a huge Caspa holder. My Caspa bag's over $100,000 in Caspa. I'm looking to make over $1 million in Caspa. That's the goal. That's the plan. That's what I'm doing, all right? And it's going to happen. On this cycle, this is the one for me. We're going to rally all the way to the upside. We're going to make those gains. Tight moving averages. The 200 SMA away from price action. Can we get the move? I'd love to see Caspa break above 19. 26 would be the target. It's getting a little overbought on the 4-hour time frame. The 1 hour also suggests, hey, so I would wait right now for a flag. Yeah, 1 hour, 15 minutes. So flag this out like so. Specifically, the 1 hour time frame is the one I'd be watching closely. I want to see the 1 hour interact with the 21-day moving average. I'd love it if it makes more of a sideways flag, but one of these two, when this happens, it looks like tonight, Bitcoin goes, will slow down, and then boom. Our trade is bumping to the upside, everybody. We're doing damage right now, up 10% up again. Banging on them. Scared money don't make money. Here we go for the move. We got them again here. And now we're just adding to the massive gains. Look, $62,000 for Bitcoin! Let's go! Woo! Yo, that's crazy. $62,000 Bitcoin ripping to the upside. And now we got 62.5 liquidity above us here for BOOKMAP. Nailing it, telling us we're likely to get a pump again. We can't stop. We won't stop. We can't stop. We won't stop. We can't. And all I'm doing is trading the flags. See, everyone else is lost in the sauce. And I know exactly what I'm doing because I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again, baby. All right. My buddy always tells me, sell half, and move the stop loss to break even. All right, so I'm going to finally do it, but I sold all of it. I said 50%. Man. What happened there? It sold. What did it sell? So crazy. 62,121. I mean, I'll take that. 61,783. That's a beautiful trade for Bitcoin, right? Unbelievable. I think it's going to rally probably all the way to the target. So dang you, man. Not me, but myself. Not you, my buddy. Why don't I swear I had that at 50% though. So weird. Man, it's going to 62,800. That's the target for Bitcoin. 62.5 on the bill. There we go. And I mean, oh, there it goes. I really wish I was still in this trade. I don't know why I did that. No. I guess that's why I never sell. I just stay in until I hit the target. But another flag to the upside. Look, you can move the stop loss to break even now. You're in a break even trade. Who's making gains right now with the lifer? Who's making gains with the lifer, baby? Let's go. Let's go. I'm getting sicker and sicker. Gainitis is just starting to drip all over. I'm just throwing up all over the floor with gains. Imagine waiting for this high since November of 2021. We did though. We did. It's been insane. We're at 62,000 right now, everybody. And Bitcoin wants 62.8. And I don't know who's shorting this market. I really don't know who's shorting the market. Now it says, when the Stokes get high, you should start to make your next flag now. And then interact with the 21 again. You see how simple this strategy is? I'm giving you guys sauce. Like, when you're rallying, you're going to keep rallying. That's why you got to switch to like the 30-second chart. So look. And then this thing just doesn't want to stop. And remember, we broke out of the parabolic rising wedge, which tells us now that we're going all the way up to the target at 63.3. So, like, you see how we figured all this out? We didn't know where price was going to go. We took it one step at a time, then we dug into the smaller time frames, and we were able to figure out how the sauce works, right? This is amazing. I could do this all day. We could be live all day long, right? And we could just trade anything we wanted. Look at this thing flying, going right to the target. Unbelievable. Tap plus 9%. Doge broke out. What are people shorting? Don't be a G, somebody. Oh, man. 24-hour stream to 69K nonstop. It very well may do that. 62,300 now for Bitcoin, ripping to the upside. Why did that trade get taken off at 500 now? I am pissed. Whatever, man. You can't win them all. It's good that people see me do something because I can't have everybody pissed off at me. But this thing is mooning to the upside. All we had to do was trade a flag. All you had to know was how to trade a freaking flag and use the 21-day moving average and the stochastics. Like, you don't have to be a genius. My trading strategy is so dang simple. And then, look, we're going to hit the target. We're going to hit that target. Or pretty dang close to it. At this point, you're in the green, so BTC stock liquidation's off the hook. Yeah, this is craziness. I'd love to get through the super chats, but they're not as riveting as this price action. I mean, this is insanity. We're going to hit 2,000 people here on the stream. I mean, let's get those likes up to the watchers, everybody. Please, 1,000 likes. I know you could do it. Only 80 of you people. Look, you won't get to see the action. No more price action until I get to 1,000 likes. I'm not going to give you the next trade. Just not going to do it. You got to give me what I want for you to get what you want. That's how it works. But come on now, let's get to 1,000 likes. Let's do this. Let's do it. 1,000 likes, you get no more price action. Up almost 700% thanks to you. Who's up massive amounts right now making huge gains? Who is up massive amounts? There's 1,000 likes. We love you. It's that simple, right? A little give and take. $800 in chat revenue. People are amazing. So look, now we're going to come back. Now, likely we're going to hang out. Now we got to come to the 21. And this is just what happens to the daily too. Wow, the chat is out of control. And everybody, if you want to join my trading group, I got one. It's very simple. It's so easy to join. CryptoLifer.com right here. I put out a beautiful trade last night. I'm putting out these flags all the time. Everything that I'm seeing in real time. If you had, imagine having me in your back pocket, in your phone, almost 24/7. I sleep for 5 hours a night, and I still got the energy on the live all day long. I barely slept last night. People see me do this day in and day out. Get the education you deserve. CryptoLifer.com. Join today. Join today. Join today. Come to our website. You'll love it. I can't wait to have you in the trading group. We're going to give you the Sammy Cup and Handies. We're going to give you the education you deserve. You're going to be with a team of people that talk and like crypto. You're going to have a family and friends to talk crypto with. You're going to have a blast. It's going to be an amazing time. Give yourself what you deserve, man, and hang out. Look, we all basically hit the target, 62,041. The target was 62,580. I mean, and we probably will eventually soar even further than that. I mean, this is what happens when rising wedges break to the upside parabolically. Insanity. And we found this little flag here after we broke above resistance, and we were gone, baby, gone. Had I not tried to take a partial, I would have been fine. I don't know why. That would have been like a $500 trade yet again. What an amazing day it is to be alive, though. I'll tell you that. What an amazing day it is to be alive. Wow. Accounts are just booming. This is insane. Like, Fed is up again a little bit. GFAL back up. Beam up. Maria up nicely. Near. Avalanche is up nice. All right. I mean, Bitcoin, right? Zeta Chain holding it. Uniswap looks like a big move is coming for Uni not too long from now. PYTH Network, GT Protocol, Palm AI, and OPSEC most trending right now. That Palm AI, man, they're pushing that thing, right? They want people to like that coin. I love it. I got into Palm AI. I hold a bag of Palm. We'll see where it goes. Here's our next trade. So now look, we delete everything again and we start fresh. We project. We wait. We execute. You see? We just keep going for what the market gives us. You see? We don't, if you use your brain and you start acting logical, none of this makes logical sense. Bitcoin can't keep doing this, but it can do whatever it wants. See? It can do whatever it wants. It can do whatever it wants. We can keep risking 100 for 700 bucks. All right? It could be making a falling wedge like so. We can draw a Fibonacci too. $618 is there. 786 is down here. I'll put a trade on again. I mean, this thing is out of control. Let's get through these super chats. Okay, let's take a look at Moonwell. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Moonwell on KuCoin doing damage. I had it in this cup and handle, went lower than I like it, below the 200. Once it captured the 200 again, see, once something loses the 200, I don't care about it. I'm like, I may try to find a divergence. If you really like it, then I'm buying it. If I don't like it and I just want to swing it, I'll wait for it to get back above the 200 again. Then I go for it again. You see what I mean? The 200 is my gateway to swing trading. Like there's no, because it puts me out of risk. Like if I'm below the 200, I'm in too much risk. If I'm above it, I have a higher probability of winning. So when I look at Moonwell, look at this. It just kind of been sloping in this downward kind of motion for a while. Definitely kind of broke out here. I feel like it broke out before a few times though. I don't know. It's a bit awkward. I like to lock in that idea, but I'll go for that right there. But it's, low cap gems, they won't always have the best market structure because they haven't been filled out with the volume, right? So the daily wants to push. The daily says, I'm going to continue. So you draw your flag here. Draw the length of your pole. It tells you where you're going. And you can see, okay, you do want to make it all the way to a penny. And 0 and 5/10 of a penny. All right? Says we can do it. Right? Wow, we just mooned. I just made $254 in a second. You see that? Like in a freaking second. Oh my God, I'm taking that again. Yo, I just made 200. Yo. Sorry. Yo, I'm so sick with and look, I'm probably selling early. This thing's gonna moon again. Yo. Yo, when I walk outside today, I gotta be super humble. Yo, the waitress is getting $100 freaking tip. Yo, that waitress is getting $100 today. Straight up. She's getting in on these wins. Look at this thing. It's gonna continue. Oh my God, 63,000. I called it. Oh. Don't be greedy, Sam. Don't be greedy, Sam. Hold on, moment of silence right now. I'm overwhelmed with gainitis. Straight up. We're going to get to the super chats. I promise you. I'm going to do everything for y'all tonight. I don't care. We're going to have to go over a little bit, but dear Lord, thank you for everything, man. We stayed through all this, the bear market. And again, I know it could come back. I'm not saying it's going up forever, but wow. I just want to say thank you. What a beautiful day. Thank you for all of these blessings in my life. My children, my wife, my kids, my trading group, everything you've given me in this life. the ability to get through the passing of my mother and my father through the hardest year of my life. And just thank you for everyone here on the stream. Like the most people we've ever had. This is probably our biggest stream ever. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've been giving me in this life. I will stay forever grateful to God for everything I've been given. Tears of joy, guys. Tears of joy right now. Like, we are winning right now. We are winning in a major, major way. And I just want to stay humble when we win. Like, I don't want to get too big for my britches, and I want to stay humble, man. But this is just 62,900, like calling that little move right there again. Just all we had to do was, look, you could 5-1 risk. You didn't have to risk a lot. It was gone. Like, I'm just showing you each time. And I put so much of my life into this. I dedicated my whole life to this. And to get, like, to see it all come to fruition, like, this is what it's all about. Like, you know, dedicate yourself to something. Put yourself on the line. Go all the way. Cut off all the negative people in your life. Make it happen. I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. You'll be the happiest person you've ever met. You'll feel success in a way you've never thought possible. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. Can we get to 2,000 people? 12 more people, we hit 2,000. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if we can put the next trade on. Because we know that the bigger parabolic rising wedge is in play, we know that we're likely headed to the bigger target. All right. You can see these guys got it too, locked and loaded. BOOKMAP still wants higher prices. They're loading up at 70,000 now. This is crazy. $70,000. Look at that. 1688, 66,000. Liquidity is above us in a major, major way. Everybody, it's happening. We were at 57,000 last night, right? Man, people are now running and buying Bitcoin. Like everyone and their mom right now is running and being like, oh my God. And I've been telling them like, yo, I've been saying like, dude, real estate developers put $1 million. I bought that apartment building and I just bought Bitcoin. Babe, if I just bought Bitcoin, right? Like, I guess I got real estate and some cash flow. I'll be honest, man. Had I put the money, I put it like 400 grand into an apartment building when Bitcoin was like 20,000, 26,000, something like that. Yo, I would have done whatever. It's okay. I'm happy. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I really believed. And when I did it, I said, I think Bitcoin's a better investment. But I didn't, it's okay. I'm not beating myself up. I'm super proud. I'm happy. I own some real estate. I didn't own any real estate. I was sick of buying coins and not owning anything real. Well, if they're real, that's rude. That's rude. But you know what I mean? Like something that I could drive by and actually look at and say, hey, I own that. I couldn't do that. And so I was always like, man. So look, I project, I execute, right? And we just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Okay? Until we can't. Eventually, one of these trades won't play out. A couple of them we get stopped out on, but most of them we do not. You know what I mean? It's out of control, babe. We went to 63,000. Like, it's out of control. There's 2,000 people on the stream. It's out of control. 2,000 people. Like, 2,077 right now. On the 77. 2,077 people. You see it right there. 77. Like, this is insanity. We just called another pump for Bitcoin. I sold the top again. Insanity. And look, there's my target for this rising wedge is 63,344. We could do this all day long. The strategies work. Yes, they may be a little crazy. Yes, I may be a little unorthodox. But again, if you do what everyone else does, how are you going to have the same results as them? You can't. You got to do something different to have different results. You're going to have the same results. I mean, you got to do something different. Now we're getting a bit of, look, now what you see this is this, see? Shoulder, head, right shoulder, and yes, now we could start to break down. Moving average is getting a little far apart. A bearish div here starting to form slightly. Not saying this is guaranteed. I'm just beginning to show you the open-minded possibilities of anything happening. However, look, we just got bought up like you wouldn't believe on that wick. There's a chance this is all we get here is this tiny little flag. And Bitcoin, this is the next trade right here that gets put on. And Bitcoin rips out this flag all the way to 63,989. That would be the next target. It's looking somewhat likely now. Yeah, we touched the 21. See, when you touch the 21, that's your next time to move. I don't understand how I figured this out, but I did. Look, it touched the 21. It's gone. I didn't even have time to make the trade. I should have been doing, look at, oh my God, it's gone. That thing's going. 64,320 is the next target for Bitcoin. And because the Stokes are low, it's very likely we're going to do that. We also, previous support became resistance. You're touching the 21. I don't see why we can't pump. I would be buying a breakout now. It goes against my rules. I would have to got in at the low. Dang. The risk-reward ratio is missed, but there was the entry right there for you. If you were able to take it at 62,700, and we're gone. 63,002 already for Bitcoin. Pumping out the flag to the upside. Stochastics tell me more is coming. I see us ripping all the way back up to 64,300. And this is how you would take it. You would take the 1 minute flag on the 21-day moving average with the low stochastic. Bang, bang, bang. There's a chance I could possibly get in on a smaller time frame. Maybe the 5 second could give me a little bit of a trick. The 5 second could give me hope here that I could jump in, but I don't like to get in now. It's too late. Even though it's happened, it's against my rules. 63,400 though, and there we go. This is insanity. Oh my God. One of the greatest pumps in the history of Bitcoin, and we're here for it, showing it to you live. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to everybody here. We should go to 60,000 subs in a day. I mean, let's go. Let's go. One of the biggest crypto live streams ever in the history of crypto live streams, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Unbelievable. 2,118 people, 1,249 likes, $838 in chat revenue. It wants 64,300 and it wants it now. How do my targets keep hitting? I showed you this flag before it happened. I couldn't get in. It was too fast. I should have just executed immediately. No thought. That's what you have to have. No thought. You just have to move. Just go. But that was the trade. Look, drop to break even. You're in the gains now. Who's in massive gains right now with the lifer? Who just watched how to get in on these flags? Who understands how to make it? How to get it in? Good soil for the seed, indeed. Look at this pump to the upside. 63,900, 64,000, I told you. And there we go to the target, basically. I called it again. 64,000, baby. Bang, bang, bang! Let's go. Let's go. Sign up to the Lifer newsletter. Jump on in, man. Coin pumping, everything pumping. Are you kidding me? What is MOVR doing? Do we even look at MOVR? Oh my gosh. MOVR ripping. MOVR went to 33. MOVR sitting at 33 right now. On the way out, it broke out. MOVR's gone, baby. Like, MOVR's about to take off. Next target for MOVR is 57. This is craziness. And look, it basically came so close to my target. How do I do this? I take the algorithmic poll, man. Now it's going to come back to the 21 again. You see this? This is what it does until it doesn't. Eventually, the 21 and the 200 get far apart. You eventually get a bearish divergence, and you have to come back down and reset to a 618 Fibonacci level. It's as simple. This is what happens to every single thing in the world. It's the same process over and over and over and over again, my friends. And if they keep shorting, if there's enough people in the way, we're going to keep eating them alive. That's just what's going to happen. You need the small time frames to track Bitcoin. There's no other way. Look, we're going to hit the target now. Now it's like, for sure, we're going to hit the target. Bang, we hit the target again. And now I've made like $3,000 in since like over, I mean, it's insane. That's basically the target hit. All right, everybody, like, my target's hit. Oh my G, oh my G. Congrats to those in gains. Sam, can you take a look at Wolf stock? Thank you. 3 green candles on the daily. I know. And I teach class, everybody. If you want to know how to make these gains, if you've been lost, if you want to understand what's happening, if you want to really be on top of these charts, jump on in with me. 64,140. I told you 64K before it happened. 62K before it happened. 63,000. And look, now we can do this again. Now we're away from the 21-day moving average yet again. We're too far away. We can project our next flag. And now we know we're going to 65,600. Eventually, one of these will fall. Okay? And so we can already start to kind of put on the next trade. 65,649. This is nuts. What's been going on right here? 63,426. All right. We don't know yet exactly how this is going to play out. We know we have to come back to the 21. Why? Because that's how it is. And look, such a crazy move. Now you're getting more of a move down. Now you look for the hidden bullish divergence, though. We didn't even have to get to that yet. And this is the twisted sister, right? We don't know exactly how it's going to play out. And see, my open-mindedness keeps me doing something that no one else would have thought about. How to make these two patterns at the same time. I call it the twisted sister. I made it up. Nobody else even does this. I made the name up, Twisted Sister. I trade in a way no one else trades. I didn't take it from anyone. Like, I take the traditional stuff, but I morph my brain into something completely different. And when the Stokes get low again, that's telling you that could be the time for the next pump. $69,065,965. Stop loss would be at 62,810. Again, it's like 270 for 600. What? It's 12:18. What time is the thing? 12:30? Oh my God. I don't know. I mean, could you? Yeah, tell them the market is just out of control. Like, Bitcoin is hitting some of the highs it's ever hit in its life. Like, this is insane. We're at 63,800 right now. Like, we blasted to $64,000. Like, from 57 last night, we're up $7,000 on 57. And the last 2 days, Bitcoin's gone up like $20,000. Like, if you own 10 Bitcoins, you made 200 grand in literally the last few days. Like, this is nuts. Nuts. And while everyone's freaking out, I'm watching exactly what should be happening on the 1 minute chart. Price action should be coming back to the 21 when the Stokes get overbought. I'm so locked in, it's ridiculous. I am so locked in. Like, it took me 15 years of doing this to get to this place. And it feels good, man, because I remember being a lost soul when it came to trading. Now I know exactly what I'm doing and where I stand. Such a good feeling. And look, I don't have to enter any trade. I just, oh, what did that do? Why did that do that? Every little move gets on my nerves when every second matters. Now this could be the next. I mean, now you're on the 21. That would technically be the next move. Now again, you could easily get stopped out, but look, here you didn't, here you didn't, here you didn't. If you get stopped out here, it's 1 out of 4. You're like, okay, I take it on the chin on that one. Like 62,648 now, and you got to keep moving these numbers around because they change. And at one point too, like, I walk away. Like, I keep hitting gains. It's like I walk away. Like, this is insane, the amount of gains I've been hitting. Like, you got to eventually just say, okay, I'm going to step away from this. Like, but the market can just keep pulling you in. Like, why stop, right? Why stop? We want to see if we can break this level here at 64,250 and continue to the upside. If you're just checking me, I'm just scalping leverage in small time frames, and that's how I'm tracking to see where Bitcoin could go. All right. Do we short squeeze again? Low stochastic 21. Such a battle here on the 1 minute. And you have to go to the small time frames to track Bitcoin when it's out of control. There's no other way. All right. We don't want to lose the 200 SMA on that 5-second chart. That's kind of a flag there. starting to fall faster. So much volatility right now, and there's so many people that are freaking out, just like, what is going on? The whole world is like, why didn't I buy more Bitcoin when I had the chance? You know what I mean? It's likely going to 65,000. It's just like kind of crazy. We're battling this 1 minute candle though. It's a battle right here. This is one of the strongest battles I've seen ever on a 1 minute candle ever. Like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Volatility at its best. The greens are winning. Oof. Wow. This is an amazing time to be alive, everybody. If you're with my channel, I woke up this morning up like $1,700, sold a $1,500 trade, made another one for 100, lost one for 100, made another one for 250. I'm up huge on the day. If you see me lose this $70 trade, you're going to be like, but don't worry, I'm up huge on the day. And we just keep scalping these small time frames. Just keep taking them to see if they can give us more gains. That's what I do. Eventually, a few of them won't play out, but I keep taking them. Over time, the probability plays out. We are starting to get kind of winded here. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if one of these eventually just says, all right, we're done. I can't wait to stop trading. Come on. End me for the day. Oh, it's so close. Can we hold the support? The wicked's right here. Oh. $63,000 for Bitcoin. All right. Insane. I got super chats to finish. I'm on a podcast in like 10 minutes. I don't know how we're going to do this. We got MOVR here at Moon River. All right. Dang. I'm personally been in Moon River from here, from January 6th. I put out a trade with a sell right here, and it's just been going sideways the whole time. Pretty weird. So I'm in this trade until it hits. Most boring trade I've ever been in, like either dump or pump Moon River, you know? So it's funny. I set a limit order here, and I've been at 52. I've been just waiting for it to hit. Like, what is it going to do? All right. All right. Miners are so on value right now. Altcoin. Cancel the podcast. You're sick with gainitis. Coinbase always breaks, man, whenever there's a pump like this. You didn't know that? Coinbase goes down every time this happens. Take a deep breath. You'll be all right. Everything's going to be fine. You'll be okay. My Coinbase is fine. Let me see. My Coinbase is fine. Nothing wrong on Coinbase for me. Connection trouble, working on a fix with a zero balance. I get it. I wouldn't stress it, man. I wouldn't also keep all my money on Coinbase either, so. All right. It is saying zero balances. I'll get it. But I see my primary balance. No, it's there. My balance is there now. It's there now. It's fine. Coinbase is fine. It's coming in and out, but it's there. It just showed my primary balance. They're just having an issue with the servers, man. They got so many dang people, bro. Take a deep breath. You're going to be all right. My Coinbase went down also. Yeah. And a lot of people lost money today. Remember that. Right? So that's why you use a stop loss. All right? There you go. Nasty dump. You lost the 200 SMA on the 5-second chart. Came back down. And honestly, everyone, I need to take a break. Like, I got to step away from the charts and, like, sit with my wife for a second and just think of what just actually happened today. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Let's take a look at JASMY. Oh my God, JASMY just continued to 1.9 at the daily pump. Huge daily candle for JASMY. Looks like that wants to continue. Huge 4-hour candle. And again, we were on JASMY just watching the 7-minute flag out. As long as that 7-minute continues in a flag, I could see JASMY continuing to 2.5. All right. Babe, Coinbase just went down and people can't see their money and they're freaking out. What? Yeah, I know. It happens at my wife is like that happens every time. You know what I mean? Anyone says Coinbase Coinbase has been around for a long time, man. Like without Coinbase, a lot of people wouldn't be able to do what they do, man. Right? Man, I'm getting rich and we're still early in the bull cycle. I'm drunk off gains, baby. Oh, we're so early, man. This is Seoki Inu, and you can actually get it on Dex Screener as well. It's a premier coin on AVAX. It's probably likely going to pump more, or new people are going to come in and be like, oh, I can make 100x on this. And so I do believe it will continue. There's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. All the memes have pumped. So I'll make it a call. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this thing pump up 178%. The target would take you to 5624 with how many of your zeros you got there. All right. Look at that nasty dumpage. Boom. Lost the 21. That one finally lost. See? You ride the 21 till you finally lose it. Okay. No worries, man. We're at 7,500 on the... Yo, beautiful trade. Unbelievable. I'm super excited right now. Like, what a day, man. That account was just 5,000, man. Took it to 7,500 in a couple days. Congratulations, Sam and BB, on hitting 55,000 subscribers. You built it with love. We have 55,000 subs right now? Are you kidding me? On the channel? That means we got a lot of subs on the stream right now. Unbelievable. 55,000 subscribers and counting. 2,217 people on the live. 1,322 likes. Unbelievable. And this thing may not be done yet, everyone. I just need a break. My brain needs a break. Congratulations, Sam and BB, hitting... Yeah, they don't want you to sell any of your coins. Pepe up 600% in the last week, 100% today. I know. Pepe's banging on them. Let's take a look at... Now, Render keeps hitting. Let's take a look at Render. This stream was insane, everyone. We all just witnessed, we just witnessed history together. We just witnessed history. I see Render in a 4-hour channel, likely to break out. It is a little high in that 4-hour. May come back down to the bottom of the channel one more time. You may even get something more like this. But to me, this is just very bullish. I see Render going sideways. If it loses this trend line, then it will test 6.8 and it could drop. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but I like what I'm seeing for Render. And if the moving averages start getting tight and we start seeing them close, there's a high likelihood we could see Render continue. My target for Render is $11. And Render's been hot. I don't see why it won't continue to pump to the upside. Specifically, it's in a nice flag right now. Render. Poker, my buddy was in it. He was like, I'm in poker heavy. Can you check it out? I'm sorry. I would have gone into all your coins immediately, but this has just been an insane rally. Like, what has just happened with Bitcoin has been insane. You can only imagine how I feel. I've been getting into Bitcoin since it was, I learned about it when it was 350. So today is just like, it's one of those days where I'm almost like shaken from like what happened. Like, I can't believe it. And I hold so many coins long term, and I've made so many big moves recently with cryptocurrency that it just, I'm just in a state of shock right now. Like, what really just happened? We don't even know. Like, weren't we at 57,000 when I went to sleep last night? Like, this is just, we broke through 60K in a major way. And people are just like, wow. So this thing has been in a nasty downtrend ever since, right? Ever since December of 2023. And it's starting to round on out. It's got that Adam and Eve double bottom feel. My thing is, once it breaks above 8.9 or 9, we'll call it 0.09, it's likely going to pump really fast to 12. So you got a nice gap up here. And again, I don't know this project. I don't own any of it. I'm not into it. But, the TA alone says, hey, once you break this level, you're going to make a nice 37%. And there's not a lot of resistance for it. It could start to really gain traction if it gets above the 1-2 level right there. That's interesting for me. All right. Aerodrome on CoinEx, right, which had a huge pump with Velodrome. They went together in a way. Out of nowhere, both took off, out of control. Insanity. Now what? Well, they're kind of making these, ascending triangle kind of tight pattern behavior here. You want to see if this continues. To me, it's so bullish, I don't see why not. Again, I'm a little more hyped than I normally would be off of this pattern, but I could see a nice 95% gains. I'd put an alert here on the right click on a vertical line. I'd like to see it break out and retest the key level here. Bounce. If it bounces off this key level here at about 35, I could see it getting all the way up to another target at 55. So yeah, that looks nice to me, honestly. And the consolidation is looking very, very nice with the 21-day moving averages and the curving. That looks interesting to me. I definitely would look at that. That's also on CoinEx. CoinEx is a very small exchange. Be careful just dealing with CoinEx. But, in and out on CoinEx for me, if I were to use it. I'd make my trade and then I'd send my money back, to my hardware wallet. So that's bullish consolidation on the 1 hour time frame, though. Okay. I like what I'm seeing for AERO. I'm attempting to make this podcast. I'm a little late by a few minutes. Let's look at POWR stacks. And I don't look at Jesus Coin a lot. I don't know. I guess I could, but all right, virtual versions. I saw it in a cup and handle. It went up. As I suggested, it could to the top of the channel. Right now, you can see it's kind of still inside of this bigger consolidative effort here. I like what I'm seeing that. I mean, that's just continuation, right? And it's only a matter of time I see it breaking out. Up more from originally, up 40%, right? But I could see this going up 100%. And I don't know really anything about the project, and it could go to zero. I don't know anything about it. But the technicals look to me like it's going to continue to the upside. The safe bet would wait for it to break above 14404 and then get a nice swift move up to 2366, right? But that's what I'm looking at, and I could be wrong. You never know. Power Ledger, a coin I used to trade back in the day on Bittrex for one of the first coins I ever really traded. This coin has like a special place in my heart. Power Ledger. So a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom here. I just want to see if there's another. I'll look at it on Binance. Wow, it had a crazy wick back up and down. Now it looks manipulated. It's a very old coin. Is it still going to do what it says it's going to do? I don't like the way this chart looks. It's just manipulated, really weird. I didn't expect to see this, but that's what I'm seeing. I don't own or trade this coin anymore. I would probably stay away from it. If it gets back above 42, all right, it could get a rally possibly back up to 1, and maybe it's hot, and I'm wrong all the way. And this is kind of a cup and handle, but it has a lot. They see how it doesn't have a lot of spread. On 2 different exchanges, it looked pretty weird. So I got to say that. And I know the coin well. I've traded it on and off like 4 years ago. Dude, Stacks loves to follow when Bitcoin pumps. We talked about it down here making gains. Maybe a bounce off of 166. I'm in Stacks heavy. The daily suggests that it can continue to go to the upside right now. Look at this thing. It does have some wicks here that tell me, that's a little sketchy. Let's go to like the 1 hour time frame. Well, actually, we'll go to the biggest time frame here. So Stacks bounced here off this level. And let's get that music back up and running. I thought this was going to take me a second, so I didn't put the music back up yet. So Stacks here bouncing, right, off of 2 key levels. And how many people? We still got 2,000 people here on the stream. This is unbelievable. The retention is unbelievable. We love you. We appreciate you all. We thank you for being here. The dedication is unreal from you guys and from the team. I really appreciate it. This says you're going to 421.77. You do have some wicks there that tell me, but the Stokes say, hey, you're going to continue. This has been a massive rally for a lot of these coins. They consolidated, rallied. So now I'd be looking for small time frames just to stay above key support and resistance levels for Stacks. I love this coin. It really runs the ecosystem for Bitcoin, BRC20. And we knew about this like a year and a half ago when BRC20s first came out. And, you know, that knowledge we have now, we can utilize to make gains. And that's the beauty of understanding cryptocurrency and understanding how these ecosystems work. Okay. And we could get all the way here to possibly 409 for stacks. Crazy wick right there. And, you know, if Bitcoin, you know, we're going to watch it, but watch it consolidate. And I wouldn't be surprised if stacks does continue to the upside. PYTH is one of my favorite coins right now, the Oracle, right? And it's kind of like for Solana in a way. Wow, nasty dump for PYTH though. What's going on with that, right? That's crazy. Nasty wickage. I guess people sell PYTH off for Bitcoin or something. I don't know. That's pretty weird to me. But I'm in PYTH for the long term. I started getting in down here. I'm up nice on PYTH. I'm going to continue to hold. I believe it's a smart decision to get into an Oracle. And again, I'm not really looking at the technicals every single day when a lot of my coins, I'm just literally in for the long haul now at this point. If we get a huge pump, so be it. I don't like what we saw here. I'd like this to get back inside the pattern. That's kind of bearish, you know? If we can get back inside the pattern, we can pump, but I'm not a fan of what happened there. That's really weird. Definitely manipulated price action. Some whales tried to sell a bag of PYTH for whatever reason today too. They must have been pissed they didn't have Bitcoin and sold it all for Bitcoin, because it looks like then it got bought right back up. Look for PYTH to kind of hang out back inside this pattern. We'll draw a Fibonacci here, and I want to see PYTH, yeah, off the 786 too. I mean, I told you that was a good accumulation zone, even though it may have been forced. That's the thing about manipulation. People say it's manipulated, but you'll still hit key levels. Like, people can't leave the technicals. They'll manipulate it to the 786. You know what I mean? So if you stick to the technicals, you love manipulation because they just reveal what you want to be seen. Anyway, PYTH going all the way up to 9.6. Hot Cross is a smaller coin, and Jesus coin. And then I'm out of here for the day, everybody. Jesus coin had a huge pump, right? That was the time to probably sell and get out. Now it's kind of rounding. For me, I don't own any of this. You know, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of memes. Memes I'm in for, but I like to get into a meme when it's like here and then sell it there. Like, that's it. And then everything else, even here, if this goes from here all the way up to here somewhere, you'll still never make the gains that these guys made. You get it? Getting here and like the multiple from here to here might be more than anything else this coin will ever reveal. So for memes, it's like, it's the people that want to like hope to 100x and only really 10 to 20 to 30x. And those are the people that really 100 to 20 to 30x, you know, and then it's the people that get left behind in the meme. And these are just, you know, and again, even if it pumps up huge, which it very well may, and it's getting a rounded bottom, you want to see it break this level and move to the upside. You would be getting this kind of move, right? Somewhere here. But that's all speculation. All right. It happened across all coins, including Bitcoin. Mega crash. A mega crash? That's a mega crash? I don't know. And it was a crazy pump out of nowhere. Like, I don't know about a mega crash, you know? But nice move, right? And again, we'll come back to this and see what happened. Bitcoin had a massive pump away from the 21. I mean, that was insane, right? Someone tried to sell it off, but people are going to, you know, and that's probably GBDC, like, oh, this is our chance to get rid of our fund money. And then the ETFs are going to start buying in again. Like, what you want to do is just start flagging out the 1 hour, and it's going to interact just like we did all day on the 1 minute. You're going to watch the 1 hour do the same. And then look, the stochastics are high on the 1 hour. You had a really nice run. When the stokes are high, it's time to sell. It does say Bitcoin could come back down all the way to 52,000, maybe even to these levels. Let's take a look at what the 4 hour looks like right now. 4 hours, very, very manipulated, very away from the 21-day moving average. I tell my students this all the time. You get above the 21-day, you're likely to come back down, right? So here, you know, you would expect Bitcoin to revisit 57,000, all right? I mean, that was insane what just happened, all right? And again, is that going to continue? You never know. But you would expect Bitcoin to, you know, and maintain a cool-headed level, everybody. Like, remember, we were at 57 when we went to sleep last night. We ran all the way up to 64,000. Now, a $5,000 move isn't the same as it was before, right? Things are different. So you got to be able to handle that, all right? You guys are so, like, emotional. Coinbase down, all dumping. Just take a deep breath, everyone. Everything's going to be fine, man. Everything's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. I wouldn't stress it. I would keep all my money. See, I'm not stressed. Why? I have most of my money in Bitcoin. I have most of my money in hardware wallets. You see what I mean? So you can't stress, man. Oh my God, Kaz dumped, guys. Guys, you went up so fast in the middle of the night. You can't go up that sustainably fast without some type of pullback, right? Every time we got a little more, you had to remember that, all right? One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. Yeah. More excited about Cas on sale. Yeah, like, that's some good Caspa right there. You know? Like, want me to ease you guys? Look, like, no stress. And take profits. Let's take a look at the wallet now. And look, that's why, look, you still got your $7,500. Like, when you're not in the game. But if I go to spot right now, we'll go down to, hold on, we'll go to my spot wallet, right? Which, you know, we got banged on right now, right? My account was up huge. But look, don't stress. If you own $1 million worth of crypto right now and it goes up and down, you're going to go up and down. That's how the market works. Look at JASMY, right? It was at 19 last night. It's still at 19. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You just want to, like, take a deep breath. Look at Caspa. I'll buy a G worth of Caspa right now on this red. You may never get it at 16.6 again, right? So you got to stay level-headed and realize you're the opportunity. And they're going to trade Bitcoin up and down all day long. Look, I just ordered more Caspa, all right, with the G that I made last night on JASMY. So, like, take a deep breath. Always focus on the bigger time frames. Don't let these, you know, I get it. We moved up fast and furious, but that's, you know, that's what they're going to do to you. Take a deep breath. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. Coinbase will come out with an email, say we're sorry, yada, yada, yada. We went down. You know, this happens every single time. All right. I wouldn't stress it, not one bit. They're a big company with a lot of money. They can sell off their stock and pay us. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't even start talking FUD like that. I really wouldn't. Even my cash is still there, you know. And I bet even when I hit my card, there's money on my card that I could probably still go use, you know. It still says that I have money on the card too. So it just, I wouldn't stress. I have 377 available on my Coinbase card. It's just a server issue, man. Happened when they probably tried to upgrade and put too many people in and they couldn't do it, you know. Whoever bought these wicks are probably going to look back and be like, wow, what are the, you know, this market probably ends up going somewhere really crazy. And you got to stay calm in this market. A lot of you guys get emotional. They programmed you to be emotional. They programmed you to live in fear. You can't do that, okay? You can't do that. You take advantage of the market. Use a stop loss, right? Look, they brought you to 57 just now. They already brought the price back up to 61,000. You see? They manipulated you, like, they're playing you right now. Look, they brought the price to 57,000 just now. That was because, you know what? Some whale wished he got in and he didn't. So he just manipulated the market. Someone in Asia said, I didn't get in. And New York said, okay, we'll let you in. He said, what can you do for me? He said, we can bring you down. Where can you bring me to? They said, we can get you to the 786. And he said, bring me to the 786. Most people will sell off. And he brought him right to the 786. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, like, realize you're manipulated 100%. Realize this is the market to be in. Honestly, best time to buy Bitcoin under 60K now. Like, whoever bought Bitcoin under 60K, that was a grab. All right? I should have bought $3,500 worth of cash for the whole bag of it. Anyway, don't stress, please. Have no stress. We'll watch Bitcoin now. It will go sideways for a while. Key levels to watch. Make sure it stays above 57,000. Now you have some support here at 59. And you even have this support here that you're battling at $60,000, right? So 59, 57. We lose those levels. We come down to 54,000, 58. We'll take it one step at a time like I do every single day. Do not stress. Is everyone feeling okay? Everyone all right? I want to make sure everyone's all right. I don't want to leave until you guys are all right. All right? Bring on the dip. I want to scoop up some more cheap crypto. I love it. I love it. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. And look, that's why you don't chase those pumps. A lot of people chase those pumps with no stop loss. They lost their whole account. They did. All right? So I just got rent with that sell-off. Amen. Amen. Cheap Bitcoin. Exactly. Keep reminding yourself, I am the opportunity. I am the opportunity. I am the opportunity. I love y'all. Have a great day. Do not stress. Coinbase is okay. I wouldn't stress it. I've seen this many times. All right. We love you all. We appreciate you. And may God bless each and every one of you for being here. I'll be back in the trading group going over what happened today. 60,700. It's been an insane rally. I love you all. I'll be back. Be safe. Thank you for everything. Gratitude is the attitude for abundance. Stay grateful no matter what. We love y'all.